Hey everyone, welcome to episode 47, I believe.
Yes.
This is 47. This is our 1-year anniversary episode. 1 year today. We did our very first episode in the heat of everything, and we're still going strong, and that is all thanks to you, the legends in the chat. We hope you like today, as well as the next week and all the years to come. It's been a wild ride, and to all the legends, I salute you. Both my friends here and the friends in the chat. I salute you guys. So, we'll see each other again here 1 year from now, and we'll see what maybe we'll finally finish the first chapter of the story. We'll see what happens. But before we get all teary-eyed, because I will totally lose my focus, let's do a quick introduction. And I think you see the dark camera, so we're going to give Michael some time. You know, he's very busy. So starting off with Sidney, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. I play Ilona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and my pronouns are she, her.
Nice.
Got it right after
And Ian. What?
Oh, I just said I got it right after 1 year.
It's okay. I still flub.
Don't put that pressure on me.
Oh no, sorry.
Pressure's on, Ian.
Yeah.
Can you get it right?
I practiced
character,
in the
pronouns.
shower this morning. My name is Ian. I play Woodwort, the gnome druid, and our pronouns are he, him. Damn it, I forgot Mush and his best friend Mush. I said that in the shower and damn it. I play Woodwort and his best friend Mush, and our collective pronouns are he, him.
Listen, Mush kind of plays himself, is what I think.
Just because that made me chuckle and I'm in such good spirits, I'll give you a hero point out the gate for that one. Now, Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're going to be playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionibus, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Excellent.
A professional.
Honestly.
I just nail it every time, Ian. I don't know why you have such a problem. You'll get it one day, buddy.
Wow. Such shade.
Did you guys miss me last week?
I did though.
A lot.
Yes.
You were loved in spirit, and there's a bunch of birds now working for you. Sam, speaking of birds, this is completely unrelated. Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, what your pronouns are.
All right, I got this. Hello, I am Sam Sterling, and I play Ichipokton Papaqui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita, your friendly dwarf barbarian. And our pronouns are she, her.
Nice. And I guess I would go next, but wait, we're missing someone. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael, could you please tell us who you are, what you're playing, and what your pronouns are? Oh, Michael.
And his name is Elrutha. Yeah. Well, I am Michael, and I play the fabulous Rufa. And investigator, he, him, they, them.
That was worth it. You get a hero point. That was great. Hi, everyone. My name is PJ. I'm the GM of Edge of Legends. My pronoun is he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and every other person in between. If you didn't get to see the amazing recap done by our bearded one, the Bearded Skald, on last episode, they got into their boss fight with Takaro Eyes, which we have nicknamed TKI for short. And diplomacy won the day as they were able to break down the walls of war and open up diplomacy. And Michael's showing off his wrestling swag. And they were able to recruit the entire Red Rock tribe, including their premier ace Griffin riders, the Thoktukain. And now as they exchange their coupon for one free war that they got almost a year ago, in to solve the puzzle of diplomacy, they look to what to do next. They decide they're going to go to Southern Hazmakon to find a way to basically buffer Korokos' ability to see them at all times. And while they're there, get Ichi's title back. So some moments happen for Ichi, getting back to her home, meeting her family, seeing her lost friend Chanti. And now we cut back to Southern Hazmakon. Shortly after that moment, you guys can decide how much time you want, but the reality is this. You have Ichi's title to win, and you have to get an amulet to stop Korokos from seeing where you're going. And this is where we begin episode 47, 1 year anniversary of Edge of Legend. I'll leave it up to you to figure out where you're going to start and what you're going to do.
Wait, just double checking. No one was around when Ichi had the entire devastatingly, incredibly painful moment with her family, right? No one was around.
I do recall.
Don't believe so.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do recall the conversation was pretty private because they left to talk about it.
Okay, so no one has any idea that happened. Cool. Just wanted to double check. So if Alona is still working out with Morel, she's gonna see if she can find everybody, and we're all see if we can regroup. And find this lovely buffer so we don't get spied on anymore by a horrible, horrible man who has all sight for some reason.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
My favorite. Oh, wrong dice. No. Damn it. Wait. We leveled, so maybe it won't be so bad. Level? No, it's still pretty bad. 14. Not great.
It's not bad. You know that because you were talking a little bit beforehand with Sam, and she mentioned there's a lot of kind of brujeria in her hometown in this area, and of course, like that's like the legit joint. It's really good stuff. You also know that there are temples and holy people that can also reach out and make these amulets for you. The question is, though, which one do you want? You're not quite sure about the culture and makeup of the people here who can make this amulet.
Okay, that's good to know. Also, hi, Blue Suit. You have a lot of tentacles rating in chat. That's real freaking cool.
I will provide tentacles.
Tentacles.
Hey, how's it going, Raiders? Thank you so much for joining us on our 1 year anniversary. I hope you guys like today's episode. I hope you guys like wrestling action because we're probably gonna be doing a little bit of that too.
Strunk. Okay, so if we okay. Okay, so if that is all the information that I have, I'm going to see if I can. What other skills do I have? Is there like there's no tracking in here? So can I track down the people that have the things?
That's crap. I was gonna say something smart because I knew what it was. And now survival does the tracking part.
Okay. Would it be
Big brain
possible to
things.
use a survival check to see if I can track down or like ask oh, maybe I should just ask around.
If you want to just ask around, you can. If you'd like to make a check to kind of cut to the chase a little faster, give me a society check.
Ooh, I've never done that.
We've bounced already. We've bounced back into the city.
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
in
Okay.
South Aspen proper. Yeah.
I was gonna say I
should
don't
make.
blame you.
I should make a side note that as we were exiting the jungle and the giant fauna and flora that were part of the Godlands, kind of masked it. But as we were coming out, I think you would all notice now that Mush stands about as tall as Woodwort. He is now a medium-sized creature and therefore my trusty steed. So my
Mush
movement
got
speed has gone
chonky.
up. Yeah. The Godlands did good for him.
Yeah.
The blessing
actually,
after Holland is strong in that one.
I was gonna say, I actually have a feat that might help us right now. A feat
What
that
is
I'm
it?
gonna use at all, really.
What is it?
I got a feat called Streetwise.
Hey, do it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Find out the things.
Yes.
Before Rufa rejoins the group, I'm guessing because we know this is basically our current objective. Rufus going to use his streetwise ability, in which he could use his society modifier instead of diplomacy to gather information in any settlement. So let me know. I'm guessing I just roll society.
Yeah, absolutely.
While you're doing that, Alona's gonna get incredibly distracted by Mush. And she's going to address Woodward and be like, "So, how did you feed him a special mushroom?"
I don't think so. I think he may have just drunk some of the water or something. He's looking taller, right? I mean, he never looked at me in the eyes before.
No, he definitely got bigger.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest. I mean, there was the big badger we met earlier, Tahone, and I just feel like maybe he got blessed or something by him.
Holy badger!
Oh, if that were the case, then we don't need Tobias if we can get him to be a paladin.
I mean, can that be a thing though? Not getting rid of Tobias. But can a companion or a badger or a can they have their own subclass or class?
Unfortunately, no. Well, they kind of do get that, but we'll get into that later. Many levels later, he will get kind of a subclass or a class of his own. He gets terrifying, but
really quick, because last game, Rufa had made an ally in his information network. I was wondering, does that provide any bonuses?
Yeah, I'll give that a +2. Absolutely.
All right. Then I have a 25.
Yes.
25.
Stop giving out pluses. Stop doing it. It's just feeding into his power.
Hey, I come by my power honest.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're looking around and you happen to know, just from talking and scuttlebutting and dealing with your recent acquisition to the commission, there are 3 potential people that can set you up with this kind of an amulet. One is a woman at one of the local temples. Her name is Priestess Maria Ruiz. She is a powerful practitioner of not only the ways of Osmicon, but also very strong in the Astragenicon. She, I believe, worships Leofer, Falkland, and Iodex in the Trinity. She loves books. She loves knowledge. She's a big believer in the Grand Library. People say that she's often got her head in a book and doesn't watch where she's walking. You have someone everyone just refers to as Abuela. And they're like, she's small, she's crazy, she won't take lip. She has seen more than we could ever hope to imagine in our lives. She makes like the best trinkets. Like, her connection to Braharia is so strong. She might only give you 1, but it'll be the highest quality like thing you'll ever experience in your life. And last but not least, they mention, oh yeah, there's this thing called the Compass Rose. They have an outpost over here. They just deal with these kind of trinkets and these shenanigans all the time. We don't know why they keep coming here. They keep saying they want to learn about the Godlands, and we're like, your funeral, idiot. And that's about it.
All right. Okay. At this point, Rufa's gonna rejoin the group. Friends. I tell you. Well. Rufa has asked around and found some information. We got a few options. We have a few options here. There is a priestess that Maria Louise that we could perhaps ask a bookworm type. Alona, you might be able to connect with her, perhaps. Then we have Abriera, who is, well, they say, little a grandma that's a little far out there, a trinket maker that could perhaps create what we need. And there is, of course, a outpost of the Compass Rose that we can put. They might have some information that perhaps will help us.
Oh. Oh, Alona's already all over the lady. The book lady.
Which one?
You said book you said book lady? You said book lady?
Yeah.
And she's like, someone like me? Like Tarzan.
Crazy.
A song that we probably can't sing because copyright.
Phil Collins just entered my brain.
Do 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 do. I think that's enough. I think after that we have to start paying.
Yes. But as soon as you said book lady, Alona's like, there, can we go there? Can we go to the lady that reads books? She might have books I've never read before. She sounds like a very nice lady who reads books. That sounds really cool. And if she has what we need, I don't see why we would go anywhere else because book lady, we should, yeah, book lady.
It sounds like we have the one vote for the priestess. Other friends, what say you?
Well, I don't know too much about the Compass Rose, but usually with things like this, I feel like getting too many people involved may be detrimental to us. So going to one rather than a group may be good. I mean, it sounds like Alona's going to meet one of her people, so she might as well go there.
Jonabis, Ichi, what say you?
Oh, Ichi's not here.
Oh, Ichi, Jonabis?
I've been zoning out for the last 20 minutes. What?
Damn it.
Alona wants to meet a, I guess you could say Alona clone or Abriana.
Oh, she's definitely going to Alona clone. Like that's Alona, you know.
And
I can go with her to make sure like she doesn't like get into trouble because you know like she's not very strong.
True.
It doesn't matter to me.
But perhaps on the way we could pick up Itchy to complete our merry little trope.
That's a great idea.
I have no idea where she is, to be honest.
Probably check the nearest coffee shop. Probably.
Yeah, I'll just walk down the streets and start yelling her name. I'm sure. I'm sure that'll work out.
I wonder if Ichi's name is common around these spots.
Well, you can just shout Ichi of the Godlands.
Shouldn't you shout like her like regular name? Like I thought when we first met her, like we can only use like her actual name, and like everyone else has to use her stage name. You know, or am I just going crazy? Because you know I've seen a lot in the last couple months.
I mean that would narrow it down. I feel like there's only one La Pacifica Dorita, so we might as well just shout that throughout the streets.
Yeah.
Works every time when I need to find Mush.
Okay.
If it works for Mush.
So are we shouting Ichi's name all over town to find her? Is that the route we're taking?
That's Woodwart's entire plan.
If you do that, you very quickly out of the first coffee shop that you see, Ichi walks and she has an empty latte cup in one hand and a full latte cup in the other hand. And she looks like kind of down.
Oh,
hey.
Hi, Ichi. Is it so everyone notices, Sam? Okay. Hi, Ichi. Did you get some bad coffee? I thought around here would probably be your favorite.
No bad coffee, never around here. Oh, it is wonderful being back home. Yeah, just there's some good things like the coffee, but some bad things like my uncle's family kind of finding out that he didn't make it back. And I thought I don't remember if I had sent a letter or it just everything's been wild. There's a war. I don't know. Whew. They're doing all right.
Yeah.
What's-
Is there so we were kind of gonna go try to take care of the evil eye thing, but do I feel like Alona's kind of got that. Do you want to? You've been here. I haven't had something to eat in quite a while. Do you want to go grab something to eat? I feel like a lot of caffeine, as I've experienced on an empty stomach, isn't a great combination.
Ichi burps.
Well, where's your favorite place to eat? Let's go.
I know just the place. So are the rest of you gonna be all right with the, you want to just, it'll be fast, come with me, we'll grab snacks on the way. I kind of want to make sure y'all are all right in, in my city, in my town. So pit stop.
Woodward's behind Ichi, like.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I would love some snacks. Snacks is a great idea. I mean, come on, snacks, snacks.
Rufa is vibing with Itchy and goes, "Yes, Rufa could use a bite, perhaps."
So as Ichi takes you through the town, her mood starts to lift a little bit as she starts pointing out all of the places that she remembers of her childhood and all of the shops. She's like, oh, and right down there, the waffles are just so good, covered in chocolate. Not right now. It's not good for like this time of day though. You gotta go like first thing in the morning, and she just points out all these different places, and she eventually stops in front of a little street cart that is selling churros. Okay, so here's how this works. It's fried dough. So it's like buns, but fried. Isn't that the best thing you've ever heard?
Right. I'm on board. How much do they cost?
Oh, don't worry about it. And Ichi talks to the vendor and just kind of shoves like gold and just whispers to the vendor, just they never had these before. Just load them up.
He looks at you, goes, "Oh, do you want the classic? Do you want the chocolate? Do you want the new Kukui brand?"
Yes. Yes to everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. And he starts chefing it, and he gives you like 10 sticks.
She looks a little bit more emotional than she should. And she just says to him, thank you. All right, everyone. Churros. Right? Like.
Are you okay?
What? Yeah, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. Churros. Just everyone eat one.
Rufa awkwardly takes one of the churros and he's kind of feeling like he's in that family with the crying kid at Disneyland.
Oh no.
Oh man. Ichi, really fast, give me either a perception check or a society check.
Let's see. That's gonna be perception. That's a 24.
All right. You know this cart, you love this cart, you come here all the time. And before you left, you remember they used to have like La Pacifica Dorita churro just for you. You're the title belt holder. They had your picture, they had a special flavor and brand just for you. And now they have one for El Azul Kukui Jr. You see her picture up by her brand of churro. You see her mask, and you see her with your belt on the turnbuckle of the temple, just shouting triumphantly. And you see she is covered in like barbed wire, and she's like, her back's on fire. She looks beat up and bloody, and there's a pile of bodies around her. And it's the Kukui churro.
So Ichi's like halfway between stuffing a churro in her mouth, and she stops, and she realizes what this is. She's just like, "What? Good sir. What? Who? What is this? What is this?"
Oh, well, we try to make promotions that go with the championship of the temple. Elazuka Kui has been a junior, I should say. Her father's still alive. She's been the champion for a long time, at least for the past couple of months or so, undefeated. So she's not very popular, but she's still the champion. So we figured we'd give a churro in her name.
What do you mean a long time? I haven't been gone that long, right? You know me, right?
Yeah, I remember you. You're La Pacifica Ritz. Yeah. Where's your title?
Temporary hiatus is what we're gonna say to that question. So what you're gonna have to do here, let me just give you some tips because I can see you're a fine establishment. Just put those on sale. You're not gonna need them soon, so you should get rid of them now. Clear some space because I'll be back. We'll strike a deal. Branding deal. Rufa?
Your choice. Oh.
Rufa's Rufa gears are kind of turning, and he takes the churro, which is at this point for some reason it's kind of going kind of limp at the end, and he's using it kind of like I guess you can say kind of like a what do you call it, a maestro's baton. Yes, that Kui Junior, they have stolen my friends, Rufa's friends, championship belt. You tell everybody you know that Ichi of the Godlands has returned for her belt that she has unfairly lost. It was not won. She was not defeated. It was stolen from her with no honor.
Give me, both of you, your choice, diplomacy or performance.
That is 17.
Okay.
That is 25.
Nice. Each of that performance or is that diplomacy?
Same bonus. So let's see. Diplomacy.
Okay. And Michael, how about you?
They're the same result, so I guess I'll go with performance.
Okay. So as you're having this conversation with the churro salesman, he kind of looks and he goes, don't hate the player, hate the game, I guess. But everyone around him in this massive thoroughfare starts to crowd in. You can hear the murmur slowly growing like cicadas out in the field. It buzzes louder and louder and louder until suddenly the entire town is chanting your name with the same buzz as a schoolyard fight. Like there's energy in Zocalo right now, and they're like, oh yeah, she's come back. Elazuka Kui Jr. is finally gonna lose that title. And they are so excited. And suddenly this little girl comes out. She has your old mask poorly stitched, like a version of your old mask poorly stitched. She's wearing on her face. She comes out, she's bashful, she tugs your wrestling shorts, and she goes, excuse me? Are you gonna beat up the bad person?
Ichi will come down to her level and just say, yes. You just point me in their direction and I will take care of them.
She thinks hard. She looks confused. And then she turns and points. And on the horizon, basking in the golden afternoon sun, you see a 150-foot stone golden temple, geometric, like a ziggurat covered in elastic wires, gigantic turnbuckles. You see these massive stone light structures. And she looks and she goes, "She's waiting there. She always waits there."
Ichi will just silently take one of the fresh churros and hand it to her. Give her a little pat on the head and say, "You'll be there to watch, right?"
She takes her two hands to hold it, but she takes a big bite and she's chewing with her mouth open. She goes, "Uh-huh. I always watch the fights and you're my favorite." And she kind of jumps in place a little bit awkwardly.
"No, you're my favorite." And Ichi just is like, "All right, I'll see you there. Okay, guys, let's go get that medallion." And then a little bit more quiet, she'll say, "See, I'm not washed up."
I don't think any of us thought you were. I feel like here's the thing is you didn't have your promoter in your hometown while you were gone. You met Rufa on the way, and that's just what it is. It's management.
You're right. And Rufa, where did you get that mask? Did you get that from one of the street vendors? Sorry for the meta. We can retcon that if you want.
I
loved it.
I really hope that Rufa just doesn't acknowledge it. Just doesn't. He's like, what?
I don't know what you mean.
Rufa has his back towards this. He's actually trying at this point, just is continuously hyping up the crowd, going, "Kukui Junior does not know what hard times are, Daddy. Hard times are when the workers around this country are out of work. They got 4 or 5 kids and can't pay their wages, can't buy their food. Hard times are when the workers are out of work and they tell them to go home. And Ichi, she has come through to get to her championship by honest means, unlike El Kukui Jr., who has no honor." Tui.
Yeah.
Ichi
continue.
will make El Kukui Jr. humble.
All right, thank you for sticking the landing on that. Sorry for stepping your toes for a bit. Give me a performance check because you're just whipping up the crowd, and at this point, this is great stuff.
26.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'm making a note of this because now Ichi's got a lot of momentum backing her going into the temple.
Oh, and bonus points to anybody who knows what modified version of that speech is from.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, that sounds like it's from something.
It
I don't
is
know
from
what it is,
something.
though.
Is that Dusty Rhodes way back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah,
Sounds
Daddy.
like my
Yeah,
man.
Daddy. Yeah.
That guy could talk. He was done with his money, but he could talk. That's not the point. Point is, the crowd is chanting. They are ready to see Ichi fight, and they tell her, little girl, by the way, before she runs away awkwardly. You know that, like, kind of when a kid's embarrassed and they run with their head down because they're whatever. She mentions that there's going to be a 3-day wrestling event championship, a lucha event championship, the Tres Days Maximo Lucha. The first day is going to be happening later tonight. So she's like, I hope to see you there. El Azul Kukui Jr. is going to be waiting for you. And she's going to be cheering extra loud for you.
That's so cute. Ichi has turns away. She has these, just see a single tear.
Okay. Hero point to everyone for playing to the kayfabe and whipping up the crowd. Now we need to decide. Sounds like the vote was that we're going to go check out Priestess Maria Ruiz at the local temple.
Yes.
Okay. So, of course, there's the temple, the big place at Ichi's belt is currently being held by El Azul Kukui Jr. But there's also a bunch of other, like, they're really big. They're still like 30-foot tall, 50-foot tall temples. They're not as big as the arena, but they're really massive temples. you come to this kind of area where there's 4 of them in a quad with these long stone stairs going to about the top area of them. You see a bunch of priests, clerics. You even see a handful of champions kind of walking around in modified armor, just kind of walking about and talking and doing their prayers and just really being amazing bulwarks of faith for the people of South Asmacon. Like, if someone comes in with a problem, the champions are like, what's up? Your goats are being attacked? I need 3. They draw swords and they just walk with the peasant. They're like, we're killing whatever's killing your goats. No questions asked. If someone's like, you see some people coming to the clerics and they're like, I'm depressed all the time and I'm sad and I don't know what my life means. And the cleric's like, no, come on, talk. We're going to give you some therapy. We're going to see what we can do about this. So that it is a very community focused series of temples. You are free to give me a religion check, perception check, society check, whatever you want to do to try and find Priestess Maria Ruiz.
16 for religion.
Okay. 16 for religion.
I
Got a 19 for society.
19 for society. I heard 13 from Sam.
13 for perception. Ichi's distracted by churros.
Lucky
19 perception.
Thank you. Showed him his 19 perception. Awesome. What you got, Ian?
Woodward got a 24, and as soon as they hit the next street, he just starts going, Priest! and just starts doing the same thing he did with Ichi as he's just walking down this street trying to find the it is the same cattle call type, just yelling down the street to figure out who we're trying to find.
So you are seeing this amazing, beautiful, loving culture. You're seeing temples to like Quetzalcoatl, Tlaloc, basically every single Asmaconian god, and even some of the animals from the Godlands. You're seeing Azamat, hieroglyphs of Azamat shaking hands with like the sun god and all these other entities. And here comes Woodward just coming in, Priestess! And as you do, you see this woman who's just kind of teaching class kind of suddenly look up, like, and she's like, what? You know, her skin tone has got that kind of light amber kind of tone. She has her black hair, but she's wearing kind of what looks like a nun's habit, sort of, but it's wrapped into armor. So she's got the habit with armor, and she's got a sword in the front and a sword on the back, and she's got 3 books on this heavy series of cord wrapped around her waist. And she goes,
Woodward turns around and says, works every time. Alona, you're up.
Okay. Alona is going to approach, silently say, hello. We're so sorry to interrupt your class. It's very nice to meet you. My name is Alona. These are my friends. She introduces everybody. And we were hoping that we could steal you away for a second for a really important thing. So I understand you're in the middle of class, but it's really important that we talk to you because we were sent here on a very important mission.
Okay. Well, it's not every day I get to see people outside of Osmacon here in Osmacon. I'll ask questions later. I'm very excited to meet you. She turns to the group. You see a mix of young and old. Everyone on the gender spectrum is kind of in her class. And she goes, okay, remember that the pen is only mightier than the sword depending on the hand that wields it, right? And the gods only want you to use the gifts you have to your fullest with passion. Have a good day. Bye. And remember, your sword work's getting a little sloppy. I want to see more weight in the back foot. Okay, bye. Okay, so what can I do?
Hi. So we are, gives entire spiel. Tip of the spear, there's a war. We need help. And she goes, we heard that you might be able to help us with perhaps a charm or a locket or something in order to get the eyes of this menacing person off of us so we
Mhm.
may conduct our business without the prying eyes of our enemy.
Hmm. 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 You see her eyes start to go wide. You can almost see the gears turning in her brain. She goes, "This sounds like a challenge. I like a challenge. Okay. All right. How many do you need?"
Looks how many people are in the party. Do we need one for every single person? Because that would be 7. I think. Is it 7? Math.
8.
8. We would need 8.
8. Oof. Okay. Okay. 8 could be tough, but the library wasn't built in a day. We can do 8. Okay. Um, I can't say the quality is gonna be perfect across the board, but what I can say is, if you really believe, I can figure a loophole out and make this work.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do whatever you say, whatever we need to do. Crap, the last time I said that went really bad. We'll do whatever you need within reason.
Okay. First, I need you all. Well, I need the medallions. I'm gonna need the medallions. I don't really have any here except for the ones that we use as holy symbols. If you have a holy symbol, we can use that. But I need the components, and then I need you all to give me a god or a higher power that you worship, and then I'm gonna have to talk to them for you. Could go a little dicey depending on your god. And then I'm probably going to need. I'm gonna need a goat, and I'm gonna need a memory. A memory that you don't like. It makes your back kind of. It's a what's the word? Cringe. I need a cringy memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of goat?
Yeah, any kind of goat's fine.
All right, I got the goat covered. And probably also the cringy memory.
Yeah, so you get the materials. It's up to you. Hey, look, I'm just a war cleric. I don't have a need to know. But find me and we'll start the rituals. I'll start imbuing the energy into the amulets. I'll have to do it one at a time though, because this is built towards your specific wavelength, if that makes sense.
Okay, absolutely.
You need a medallion like now?
Yeah, where do we go get those?
But when you're ready, you can go by the bazaar. You can go by the merchant area and just buy some sort of bauble or necklace you like. Again, if you have a holy symbol that you wear around your neck or any sort of trinket you can kind of wear around your neck, we can use that too.
Shionibus is gonna rip off her Anubis necklace and hand it over.
She looks at the hat. And
be careful, because he's a little picky.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
She threw it in a pond.
You know what? It was a weak moment for all of us.
All of us, really?
We're cool now. It's fine. I haven't died yet.
I'm gonna need 2 goats for you.
That's fair.
Wait, there's a goat for each of us?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a lot of goats.
Oh.
That's a lot of goats.
We're gonna need to talk to a shepherd, probably.
I can summon a goat.
Just one
I got mine
singular
covered.
one?
Well, I've never tried to do it multiple times. I guess I could give it a shot. I've only ever needed one goat, Shionibus. I don't know what.
I'm just
Why would you
curious. I
need
don't know
more
how
than one
magic
goat
works.
at a time.
I don't know how magic works. We know this. Magic and religion, not my forte. Come on, we know this.
Both something intrinsically just part of your life that you're just not gonna just slide by. I get it. I do the same thing with hygiene.
Yeah. And I'm sure when you became a druid, you never imagined you would need so many goats at once.
Not at once. I mean, like we'll get into it. They're great lawnmowers. You don't have to pay them anything.
Is one of their names Phil?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I summon him. I don't really put it. He's kind of black in color, but well, no, that's his brother Philip. But yeah, I can summon whatever goats we need.
So many references. Okay. So Woodward's got the goats. We just need a talisman. Does anyone? I have a holy symbol. Ilona. basically gets out a flower, a little passion flower, and she said, "Does this count?" Hmm?
She looks at your passion flower. She looks at your robe, and her eyes just go wide with excitement. She goes, "You're a priestess of Afra.
Yeah.
We never see those here." Oh, and she grabs your hands and she like kind of folds them over the flower in your hands. She goes, "No, no, 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 no. Every flower of Afra is a precious rose, and I don't want to have anything bad happen to that one. If you have a necklace or something, that's great. But if it's a flower, I want to protect it."
Oh, yeah. Are bad things gonna happen to the necklaces? She just starts putting the flower back, and starts sweating a little bit because the lady touched her hand. She's real cute.
Shionibus is upset because she's like, why? But I get in trouble when I worship a god that's part of death. Okay.
She looks at you, she goes, she gives you that kind of like, okay, so you know Rosa from like 9-9? She gives that Rosa glare, and she's like, "You know darn well it's because this has more baggage than a bellhop. You're fine. This got shadows for days."
Fair.
Okay. So we have goats. We need to go get the necklaces. So we come back.
Yeah, get the goats, get the necklaces. I'll start prepping the rituals. Oh, I get to do a ritual. Oh, it's been so long since my ritual. It'll be so much fun. Yes, I'm gonna get the rituals get started. Oh, I got so many books to look into. I'll be in the fourth temple to the back left. Meet me when you can. And she just hurries off excitedly.
That was easy. She didn't even ask if we were the good guys. I mean,
Yes,
she's just kind of willing to do this. I mean,
true, and Rufa likes that she did not ask for payment.
That's true.
She's a cleric. Of course not.
Oh, you haven't met all the clerics then. There's a lot out there that'll make you pay for something.
Very true, very true.
Greedy bastards.
Alona just kind of smiles like, I can
Rufa gives Shonibus that look like you're one to say anything.
Oh, I get my money fair and square. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Alona's mind just kind of goes, you can exchange money for goods and services. Okay. So do we fast track to market to buy necklace?
Yeah, we can totally do that. I do want to cover one other thing though.
Okay.
Believe it or not, the summon animal spell does have vampire squid on the list, but not goat. Yeah, just want to throw that one out there. I can summon a vampire squid, and I have the stats through Pathfinder, but not a goat.
We could put like goat skin on him and like horns on the vampire squid.
A level 0 animal that would be adjacent, I would assume, is a ringhorn ram. That's also riding pony is in that group. If I need to go higher, it would be a level 1 animal, which includes a war pony, a wolf, or a giant fly.
That's terrifying. I will accept a ram, and we can just skin it and say it's a goat.
Great, cool.
Yeah.
Then I can summon those.
I'm still saying vampire squid goats.
Yeah, I controlled F the document. It doesn't even have cow listed. I feel like that's just an easy one to throw on
Vampire
there.
squid cows.
Yeah, there it is.
Are there any vegan goats?
How do you make a goat vegan?
You 3D print it. We're working on it. We've already printed a steak.
Grown.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I will start prepping what slots I need for a level 0 animal.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Fast forward to place where necklaces buy. Shop with lots of pretty things to look at and imagine in our brains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So you go to a very nice, very deep stall. It's got it looks like at first when you look at it, it's got like a nice shallow entrance, and then the deeper you go in, you realize there's actually a pretty deep dark wooden back to it. Imagine if you've been to a Ren fair and you go to the place where you can buy like really nice jewelry and like rental clothes and that kind of deep stall, almost borderline miniature log cabin kind of box. In this kind of setup, you see jewelry from all over Asmacon. You see some that are labeled to be from East Asmacon in the Godlands. However, like it's covered in like really cool like fangs and claws and feathers and like bits of fur, but it's far too small to actually be anything in that jungle. But you also notice beautiful clothes made here, leather and fabrics and feathers and very rich and unusual dyes, rings, necklaces, earrings. It's a whole smorgasbord of local fare.
I'm gonna buy a necklace. Or does it have to be a necklace? Yeah, I'll get a necklace. Aluna doesn't have a necklace. What's up?
I was gonna say, since we're buying in bulk, Rufa's gonna try to get a good deal on it.
Oh, I want mine to be special.
Ichi's gonna be looking for very specifically for like a ring with like a peace sign on it.
Hey, that's cool.
Okay. All right, yeah. There's a few different ones. The person there working kind of gives you some options. One of them is kind of a turquoise, one is a ruby, and one is a pearl, a local pearl.
Ooh.
This is for the rings or the necklaces or everything?
This is for your ring choice.
Okay, I'll ask the proprietor. So, these rings, what is, out of these three, which of these stones is the most resistant in the situation in which I would need to punch somebody in the face?
Well, that's the great thing. The settings that they're put into is very solid, reinforced with artisan craftsmanship. You really can't go wrong with any of the gems inside. I would say though that the ruby, being that it's been hand cut, would probably be a little sharper. So if you want to make them bleed, go with ruby.
I'm more so looking to like, leave like a little indentation.
Oh, then you might want the turquoise. We get our turquoise special from West Asmacon. There's something about up there. They're very sturdy, very strong. It's a very hard process to get the turquoise actually cut down and put in the rings.
All right, we'll go with that.
All right. That'll be 15 gold.
She will hand that over, and I will note that down.
All right. Who else is shopping here?
Me.
What you want?
What I want?
Mhm.
Is there like a flower? I don't know what Alona would get. I'm gonna be honest. She's just kind of lost in the store. Like there's so many things. I don't know. I just have these robes. I think Alona would probably find like a very simple like gold chain, maybe like gold circlet right here that has nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. So hopefully whenever she gets the blessing from Afra, that it would be then superimposed onto it. But I think she'd be looking for something pretty plain.
Okay. You find a lot of medallions that kind of speak to that. One looks like a sunburst. One looks like a circle with a bunch of little circles in it, and like little symbols in it. And they tell you it's basically a calendar tracker. So as you're going about your day, you can kind of keep track of the days and times for long journeys. One is there's one that's not plain gold. It's actually kind of this really cool flower petal burst of turquoise rocks, kind of in a very lovely flower design.
She's actually gonna probably go with the This calendar sunburst. I can't make choices. This is the problem. Why I don't shop. Somebody choose for me. Somebody please.
Sunburst.
Thanks, sunburst. Ian. Yep, I'm gonna get that one.
Okay. That'll be 10 gold pieces.
I give you 10 gold. Do I have 10 gold?
I hope you do.
If she doesn't, I'll pay for hers.
No, I do. I do, because we got money in between paying for Joey's thing, right?
If Shionabis says she's going to pay for it, you immediately
And-
say you
Yeah.
don't have the
Yeah.
gold. That's exactly.
Oh no! Whatever shall I do?
No gold for me, just religion.
I've got all these pockets of religion. Too bad I can't exchange them for anything.
Religion does not mean that you get to exchange things for goods and services. That's not how capitalism works.
I also want to remind Sidney that she still has that pendant that Rufa made for her. That's of that orc tooth that she knocked out of the tooth of what's her name?
Madazong.
Madazong.
Yeah.
So it's literally an orc tooth.
I'm gonna turn the tooth into a thing. That's a good idea. The tooth is gonna have a thing, and it's gonna have a symbol of that. It's gonna be a tooth with a tattoo on it. What? That's crazy. That's
There
cool.
you go. All
That's
right.
Tooth. Okay.
I like that. Teeth tattooing. That's gonna be a thing. I swear to God, it's gonna be a thing.
I'm gonna do that with whalebone.
I mean, people already get like gemstones.
Well, that's scrimshaw.
Oh.
It's a little different, but yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I guess you could scrimshaw the tooth. Be a very small map of some sort.
That
Actually,
unlocked
woodwork-
some memory in my brain. Scrimshaw.
Woodwork could help you draw exactly where Madazong is on her own tooth.
Definitely. Okay, so we got Madazong's tooth on a necklace. We have the ring that Ichi got. Kylie, are you shopping for anything, or are you going to keep it with the medallion of Anubis?
I have an idea, but I know that's going to make him mad. So I'm going to just keep the medallion.
Okay, so you're going to keep using Anubis's medallion, yes?
Yeah. It's not going to get destroyed or anything, right?
No.
Then yes.
Okay, cool. Roof, really quick, what are you doing?
Rufa's gonna actually look around for something actually not too fancy, something kind of uniform, something that if he gets searched, they'll just overlook it because probably like cheap jewelry or something that won't catch anybody's eye and won't get stolen.
The cheapest, most mundane thing I could think of is a leather necklace with like wooden beads. It's barely a gold, and it just looks so mundane and down to earth that it almost, you put it on your neck and almost vanishes with your style of clothing.
We'll go with that, but with probably a strong, like instead of the leather rope, it'd be like a little stronger chain, like a metal chain, just so it won't get broken easy.
Sure. Leather, a golden chain with wooden beads. All right.
I think
Now,
steel.
no, it's wooden beads.
Okay. No, steel chain. The
Steel chain.
Yeah.
This would be a golden chain.
Okay.
Softer metal, easier to turn into a necklace. Ian, what do you have in mind? I know you're making the goats, but
I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something very specific.
okay.
I know that there's most likely a holiday that is basically practiced for Rochelle, and so I'm looking for a set of beads specifically from this holiday, hopefully with a tiny shot glass on it.
All right.
The Vegas necklaces.
I want it really bad for Woodward. I want him to have that Vegas necklace of just a tiny shot glass on the end of the plastic beads.
There is actually a holiday for Rochelle.
I'm sure they're passed out aplenty.
Man, I'm trying to find the notes for this. It's been a long time since we made them, but there is absolutely a holiday for Rochelle, and they know about it. After some coaxing, they kind of get some things together, and they jury rig this necklace for you for the holiday.
Great.
National Day for the Working Class.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20th,
Favorite
30th.
Oscar Wilde quote. Work is the curse of the drinking class. Which should also go up with her. But that's literally the only god that Woodward has any understanding of.
Yes.
So he's kind of going for that, and I figured it'd probably be funny if it was some sort of beaded necklace with a tiny shot glass on it.
That's a freaking brilliant idea. That is so brilliant. That is brilliant. I mean, and it's literally the holiday is literally a week.
Mhm.
Literally
My kind of holiday.
Yeah, where
Okay.
working class people don't have to work for a week. We designed it because we want it.
Please give me a week off and pay me for it. I'm tired.
Please, let me have fun.
How many golds is it for this necklace? How many monies?
This one is actually going to be very cheap because it is considered a religious icon. So it will be only 1 gold.
Woodward passes over 1 gold and happily takes the necklace. But he's also going to test to make sure that it still holds liquor.
Mhm.
And he is going to take a shot in the middle of the store.
The people there are excited to see that, and they're like, "Do you mind maybe passing some of that around? We'd love to have a shot with you."
Oh, shoot. Yeah. You got more of these necklaces or cups your own? You know what? The bottle's fine. It's strong enough to kill anything. Give me a second.
All right.
Woodward gave away his bottle of 20 hooch.
Did.
So, he is going to be working with the last bottle of hooch he made, which had a 16 on it. So I have a bottle of hooch now that has started with a 16, and that's all I've put into it.
They definitely have some. Make a quick fortitude save for them. They don't. Wow, die phase 3. They have to close early because they are already a little.
Oh crap.
It hit them hard.
Oh
Look,
crap.
you made money on us. You can call it a win for today. Consider it I guess a blessing of my lady Rochelle. It's you started her week off a little early.
Absolutely closed down, and I finally found the lore dump for this. So the holiday in general is called the Party, or the Party of Rochelle and Kioma, to commemorate Kioma and Rochelle meeting, and the events that happened, and Rochelle becoming a goddess herself. It's a big week-long carnival and party with drinking and games. Hidden in each game, despite anyone's knowledge or understanding, is a random game with random rules. The first person that wins all of the games, unbeknownst to them, will get god powers for 1 Earth Day. This falls between the 20th and the 30th of Tessat, which is let's see. Kyoma's month is considered a playful and highly spirited month. Fate will always be at their heels, a time for those to relax in their routines and try something new.
Do we have a real world month that this would be celebrated in, so I can bring this up at the most inopportune time when you have me backed into a corner and now I have god powers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think so.
Yeah.
There's a month that's based off of. Sidney, do you know it better than I? Because we worked on it together.
Tizat
Mm-hmm.
is November.
Ooh, I have time. Thank
Tizat
you.
is November.
Yeah, Tizat is November.
So remember, everyone, Tizat 20th, November 20th through November 30th. That is your duty to get drunk and play games. I don't encourage drinking, but I do encourage fun.
What month are we in currently?
You don't encourage drinking, PJ. Really?
Publicly, I am on a public forum. I cannot encourage it, but do whatever you want to do.
Responsible behavior for adults.
Yes. So let's see. Yeah, you guys started that well. We're getting way lore dump and distraction from this. Let's see. November, September, August. You should be somewhere between Tom and Ab. Adaraya's month to Ale's month, somewhere in that time frame. It's been about a month or 2 since you guys got started.
Nice. That makes sense.
Actually, might be a little later than that. You guys might actually be in.
September, October.
Yeah, you guys are in Ayul, which is Koga's month. Strong and undaunting. Any challenge is yours for the conquering. This is the time that sports start being played.
Sports. We
Listen
have
up.
those. They're there.
Listen up, EG. It's sports time.
Yep.
Sports ball.
That's
Also-
actually oddly appropriate.
Yeah. Also, can I retcon that Alona did get the necklace after all? Because I really like the idea of Alona having a lot of necklaces at some point.
Absolutely okay.
That she's like, look at this. This is when we did this. And this is when we did this. And this is when we did this. My friends are cool. Look at this.
I
those-
want
that.
Alona to have a wallet, and she just like flips it open, and there's pictures of all of us.
Oh, what do you call that? What do you call it when you have that photo album and you put all the BS in it?
Photo
Scrapbooking?
scrapping?
Scrapbooking?
Yeah, scrapbooking. Alona's a scrapbooker. I
Yes.
can see that.
I really hope it's one step down for that, and just like me, she goes around and collects all the pressed pennies. She's just got a little book of all the pressed pennies she's
I
collected
love
from all the
Back in the
cities
room
she's
at the
gone to.
temple, it's all full of hotchkis and like spoons and stuff.
Okay, so really quick, everyone's got their necklaces, and you guys got your goats taken care of. All right, it's time to go
Ooh.
back to the priestess. Oh,
Small moment. I can summon 3 goats.
mm,
So we're 5 goats short. Well, actually, damn it, we're 6 goats short because Shionibus takes 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing
My
a
bad,
trip to the
guys.
market.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the market.
So Ichi would know like who the goat farmer is. I'm assuming.
The goat. Itchy has a goat guy.
I have a guy. That guy. Don't
A
worry.
goat guy.
Even for you, Shionibus. Don't.
Thank you.
It
We
was-
got it covered.
10 years
Cool.
back, her act in the ring was very fascinating. She came in, pulled in a chariot by goats. It was a dark time. She was trying to find herself.
You know,
Uh,
I couldn't afford an assistant back then, so it.
That was her
Goats.
original gimmick.
all right, so give me, if you want to check to find the person, you can give me a perception check. You can give me a society check. You can give me a diplomacy check.
Can I aid her?
No, because you wouldn't know the area very well.
So I have in my notes I get a +4 to something while in Asmakan. I didn't note down what that was.
It's okay. This will definitely count as you're trying to find your goat person. So absolutely would
Got
count.
it. All right. For my goat person, we are gonna do perception.
Okay.
32.
Nice. Yeah, you easily find some starstruck, like 3rd generation goat farmer who knows what they're doing, but they hate it and they're bored and they're so excited to see you. They absolutely say, "No, yeah, go ahead, rent the goats. I don't care. Here's how many? 8? Yeah, 8. Go rent them. Bring them back whenever you're done. I don't care."
He's just gonna whisper to everyone. Do we know if the goats are coming back from this?
I don't think they're coming back, guys.
I don't think they're coming
We
back.
should have asked.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
that's an over. See, like I just summoned the goats out of, I don't know, nature or something, and they just show up. So I don't really feel like I'm taking them from anybody. But you should ask what the replacement fee is.
Yeah, we should definitely pay this man.
Yeah, figure out if you can get goat insurance from this guy.
Can I say out of character? I'm not just envisioning like Woodward summoning ghosts from the plane of goats.
Yes, I
It's
really
just
hope.
a goat plane.
The plane of goats.
Look, there is no goat plane. Okay, that's it. There's
You
no
know,
goat
PJ.
plane.
Yeah,
Like, you
and
know.
so,
No
like-
goat plane.
Until I get god powers from
There's-
Michelle's party.
Then there's a goat plane.
Oh my
Um,
god, what if Woodward gets god powers from Rochelle's party?
Goat plane. We already made it clear. We didn't know exactly what's gonna happen. But we should definitely we should either be ready to pass over all of the winnings that Ichi gets from getting her belt back to this humble goat man, or we need to pay him up front for these goats in case they don't come back.
Do you think this
Okay.
goat man has a bridge, guys?
What?
Oh. Please give her a hero point.
Wow, a deep
She
cut.
deserves it. She deserves it.
Hero point. You
Yeah.
can have it. It's yours.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right. Ichi will turn back around after consulting with the group. So what is your replacement policy on these goats?
Please do. I don't know. I usually raise goats to be sold. I don't have to worry about replacing the ones I get rid of.
What do
Well,
you
buy
what's
'em.
yeah, what's the fee for purchasing? What about like rent to own?
Uh, well, we
This
don't
is
really,
furniture now for your
We don't-
apartment.
we don't really worry about. I mean, if you guys are worried about like, we can work out a payment plan where you guys just pay me like, I don't know, 2 gold a month, or like, how many was I giving you? 8, 20 gold. That's 8 goats. We can call it square.
Geonibus has got that.
Rufa's got it.
Buying a 6-pack of goats, so you know we should maybe get a price break.
Yeah.
6-pack.
Rufa paid man.
He looks at you and he goes, "What? A price break for buy? No, it's a living thing. Why do you think I'm going to give you a discount for bulk? It's a living goat."
So we won't do that then, but let's start with the rental,
Okay,
see how the day goes.
sure. I'll tell you what. I'll give you half. So 4 gold up front. Bring him back, and we're square. If there's an issue, we'll deal with the other 4 to 16 gold then.
Deal.
We don't want to pay this man up front.
Well, we might need to bring the goats back. We don't know.
Rufa, in your hometown, are goats sold in 6-packs?
Yes, they
Wait,
come
I'm
in
just-
6-packs. They they come in like 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they each have a little little rope tied around their neck,
Yeah,
and then
that's-
when you open the rope, it goes make a nice little satisfying sound.
Yeah, that's an impressive that's an impressive cultural understanding you have. I feel like 6-pack of goats. Who knew?
Yeah, 6-packs of goats, a potty platter of cows, and so forth.
Making a note for that for later. Okay, so now that you've so was that Sidney?
No, I just said screams instead of, the normal scream. I'll just say scream as to try not to blow out anyone's earbuds. Even though I will eventually again.
It's okay. After time, your mic just shuts off anyway.
Okay.
So flash forward. You guys go back to the temples. You meet the priestess. You guys are good to go with that one, right? We'll make sure there's nothing else.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we got the necklaces, we got the goats. Is there any? I think that's the only things that the priestess has asked us for, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
Okay.
And
Oh, and a memory.
yeah, we just have to choose a god, which for me is easy.
I just really quick want everyone to fully visualize Woodward saying, "I think we're good."
Right
And you
back.
look back.
Right back. You guys keep talking.
I'm still thinking about the 6-pack of goat.
Hey, you made it happen. That's what. Where did that come from? Yeah, I think we're good. We got a 6-pack of goats.
All these goats.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
dragging
just Woodward's just holding 8 ropes. There's just 8 goats
They're
standing.
just dragging
around him.
Woodward along.
Yeah, I think we're good, guys. He's got his brand new shot glass.
Edge
hanging
of
around his neck.
Legend measurements.
I really want a
EOL
picture-
measurement guide.
Oh my God. I really want a picture of Woodward in like a Hawaiian shirt and like a hat and sunglasses. I need someone to do fan art for me, guys, so I can get Woodward on vacation because I really
Hey,
need that in my life.
If we ever have to get over to Matazong, she is technically on an island right now. So
I got you.
maybe a little trip to Margaritaville is in order.
Wait, isn't she up north with
It's an island.
Boss?
Buffett has no rules. It's an island. No.
He's there with her own 6-pack of goats.
Yeah, Margaritaville is in the center of Los Angeles. There's one of those. There's no rules.
There's no rules as soon as you enter.
Yeah, if there's someone wearing a Hawaiian shirt and the painting of a parrot, it's on.
Whew, wow, my lungs hurt from laughing with my mute button on.
Who paid this man?
I don't. And we got how many goats? Because that means I don't have to summon any.
6.
Got 6 goats.
Oh, okay.
6-pack of goats.
So the 3 I can get. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like cracking up a goat one with the boys.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
the priestess is asking which one of you is going to go first with the goat and the thing and your god and the whole ritual.
You know what? I'm gonna just 1 second. Woodwort summons a goat, which he names Polyphia, deep cut. And he is going to figure out what happens to the goat when he goes through the ritual with the one he summoned that they don't have to pay for.
Okay. So first of all, you come to this part of the temple. It's basically the ritual floor. You see this massive 50 by 50 room, 50 by 50 by 50, I guess, because it's a square and it's even like high up. And you see there's this open stone hole in the ceiling where the moon at this point is now like night and day is kind of passing by, and you can see the sun kind of moving through. The moon is coming through, and there's this massive beam of moonlight coming through, and it illuminates the entire room, specifically this massive circle that's been drawn on the floor. It's been drawn with blood, salt, and like sprinkles of silver. You see like painstaking sigils have been written as well. And a symbol, a very complex symbol is in the center. And in the center, you see the priestess who takes you, your goat, and your necklace of choice in the center. And she says, okay, so I'm excited. It's my first time doing this by myself. This is going to be so much fun. Who is the deity that you are reaching out to?
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Yeah, Rochelle. Mush, go over there. Mush out of the circle.
Ow. Leaves.
Yeah, Rochelle.
And she goes, oh, that explains the shot glass. Great. And she goes, okay. She takes it, and she starts praying this very specific chant in a language that is definitely not Asmacon. And suddenly, the room starts to fill with mist. It starts to coalesce in the moonlight, and you see what looks like a door or like a portal of energy open up, and then it opens wide, and Rochelle, or at least some aspect of Rochelle, enters the circle. And the priestess has your necklace, and she says to Rochelle, do you oversee this one? And in all the ways he works hard for you. And Rochelle takes a flask off her hip. I gave little bastard powers. I love him. He's great. He's a cool guy. He's my friend.
Woodward immediately is like that flask. As soon as the hand goes back to the flask, he's like reaching for the bottle of hooch he has on him, and he's just like pops the cork and drinks with her.
She cheers and down. She domes one herself. She goes, yeah, I knew
Shoot,
it.
I told you she's always there for me every single time. What'd I tell you?
The priestess looks to you and she goes, okay, Rochelle, this one is looking to avert the evil eye of one who is looking for him. Do you continue to protect him and guide him? And Rochelle's like, I mean, yes. Just don't be a dick about it. Okay?
Fair, yeah, no, this is like we've dealt with a lot of that. This guy's a different. Thanks for help with Geb.
Of course, man. Look, I know it's rude to wish ill. I'm glad he's dead, if I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I mean, he stole someone's hooch. What are you gonna do?
I mean, among other things, yeah.
Yeah, there was
Anyways,
also other bad stuff. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
and then she looks at the priestess. She goes, "Okay, so hi. What else I gotta do?" And priestess goes, "Oh, right. She hands her the necklace, and then she says, "Okay, so I need you to go into your mind, and I want you to almost like pretend you have hands inside your head, and you're moving through all your memories. I want you to grab the cringiest memory you have in your hand, and inside your mind, I want you to grab it, form it, describe it, and then like imagine yourself presenting it through your mind to Rochelle."
Um, Great. So Woodward, he's kind of thinking through stuff, and he's kind of got a playful smirk on his face the entire time as he's going through what would be his backstory, and the smirk drops, and he stops for a second. Yeah. Okay. So there was yeah, so the grove I was with the druids, right? They picked out this. We got to pick a tree out in the grove, and I picked a tree, and it was like it'd fallen a long time ago, and there was mushrooms and moss and stuff all over it, and they said that this could be part of my grove, and so I picked that tree, and then I came back, and they took away everything that was there. It was a tree that was standing again. They didn't understand why I picked one that had that had the mushrooms and the moss and the places I'm from on it. They didn't understand that that was mine, and I wanted it that way. And that I think that's what I'm gonna pick, is coming back in and realizing that the people I trusted didn't understand who I was.
Okay. So you mentally envision yourself grabbing this memory and handing it from your mind in your hands of your mind to Rochelle. And she grabs the necklace. As you open your eyes, you see there's this kind of ghostly ephemeral tether going from your mind into the necklace. And Rochelle has two hands on it. And you can see her nodding, understanding this memory. And then she just kind of lets go. The tether slowly retracts to your mind. She hands the necklace. And then after that, Rochelle just kind of takes out her flask again, shakes it 2 times, and says, "I'll see you soon. Keep those cups deep."
Oh
Be nice.
yeah, definitely. I'll see you in what, 2 months? I just learned you got a holiday.
Oh, you know about that? Let me know. I want to come. We're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh, we're gonna paint the town
Oh
red.
no, it's I don't know where we're gonna be, but they'll remember.
Oh, if Kioma has couples counseling that night, I'll bring all 3 of them. Oh, Adaraya really needs to party more. Yes.
Yeah, I can get a few drinks in anyone. It'll be great.
So they break up. They break up. The tether is split. If Rochelle goes back to the portal, it closes. And the priestess looks to you and says, "The goat is for you to cuddle."
Oh shoot, guys, we don't gotta replace him. Yeah, this is come here, Polyphia. Just Woodward like walks off with this goat. And his cringy memory, it's basically at this point Woodward looks at home. He's not only petting the goat, but he's just like laying next to giant mush now. Well, medium-sized mush, but I'm a small creature. So giant mush, he's like leaning against him, petting the goat.
Yeah. So you're just having this moment kind of because, you know, you're forced to relive that awful cringy memory and seeing your god face to face and everything else like that. And you have this holy necklace. So you're kind of having a little mini cuddle puddle helping you deal with those emotions. Who wants to go next? I'm gonna roll some dice. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Crap.
So
What
Alona.
about the NPCs?
Okay. Do you want them to go before you?
Oh, that's actually a great point. So I said 8 because I wanted a necklace for Mush.
Okay.
I didn't realize there was a god involved when I said we needed 8 of them. And I don't know anything about Mush's where he sits on worshiping or not worshiping any single deity. Is there any way that I can get like a collar for him or something where he doesn't get tracked? Because honestly, I think he could get tracked, right? Like,
I will say by proxy of you, he'll be fine.
okay, great, cool.
Yeah.
Well, then we got an extra goat, or I don't have to summon one.
You don't have to summon one. No, you guys can recycle some goats. It's okay. Do you guys want the NPCs to go first?
Yeah, I take Tobias. Ichi takes Tobias and just kind of like pushes him into the center.
Okay, sure.
I know it looks bad. There's blood and the salt and the circle and everything, but trust me, you got it. You're fine.
Sure. Everyone, for this next part, I would really appreciate if you do what you always do and tune me out. I would love that.
Rufa like kind of takes out a notebook and a pen.
Yeah.
No, old man, no notes.
Are you asking me to not pay attention to you?
I think you'll take great joys in not paying
easiest
attention.
job I ever got.
There you go.
I'll see you
Yes.
guys outside.
This is group bonding.
I've already seen him cry, so there's nothing more.
What?
Was that in character?
And she
Tobias,
goes, "Oh!"
Tobias looks at you, his face red from embarrassment and rage, and he's like, and it looks like you promised.
It's been one of those days, okay?
Hey, she
I'm
did you
kidding.
a favor. She just gave you the cringy memory to use.
We got
This
you.
moment right here.
Right now. Right now, it's it. Just pass it up.
So he's going. He gets in there. He gets a goat, and he starts petting the goat. And the priest is like, "Okay, call upon your god." And he goes, "Easily, Meneva, Meneva, Meneva." The priestess looks at this thing, and she goes, "Is there anyone else you can talk to? She doesn't seem to be showing up for you." And he just kind of goes, "That's pretty standard, actually. How about this? Any god that knows who I am, who wishes to show up, I will happily take it."
Bud, yeah.
Suddenly, you see a very tall man appear. Skin deeply, a rich mahogany kind of brown skin. You see platinum scales across his eyes and down his arms. You see a long, beautifully groomed white beard, hair drawn back into a warrior's top knot. Regal, silver, platinum, and white clothes. And he stands in front of Tobias with a knowing, stoic glare. "Hello, child. What can I do for you, mortal?" Tobias just kind of hangs his head. "I'm supposed to tell you my cringiest memory, and my friends, and I use that with implied air quotes, probably going to be taking notes on this. So don't disappoint your audience, right?" And he starts paying the goat. "First time I asked a girl out when I was 15. No, 16. She said yes. And I was over the moon. And I thought it was because she actually liked me. No, she said yes because I was a special boy. And she wanted to date the special boy. And so did her friends. And so did every other girl I asked out that year. They all said yes because they wanted to get close to me. So that's my cringe memory. It's knowing all too well that I can't trust anyone who likes me because they're just trying to use me. Well, little goat, thank you so much. You were quite soft and very warm. You're sweaty, actually. Are we done, Asmat? Asmat looks at Tobias and he goes, I remember that day. Heather? Yeah. Here you go, Tobias. Be safe. And you're doing a good job. Sorry, Minerva couldn't be here. Tobias just goes, why would she? All right, everyone. There's your show. Have a good one. And he just takes his goat and he kind of sits down and he just kind of like hangs his head as he's just scruffling the goat's face.
I don't know if this will make you feel better, but we don't, you're pretty useless and we still hang around you.
Nailed it.
Tobias gives a dry chuckle and just keeps petting his goat.
Ichi will just kind of shake her head and, well, I guess I should, after that, I guess I should go in there, huh? All right. She'll head on in.
Okay. So, you can see Priestess is a little, she's definitely like, that was awkward. I'm feeling awkward. So, hi. Yes. What, who's your god, goddess, spirit connection? What's your vibe?
So spirits are cool because I don't really have a god. I mean, like, Alona's god is really nice to me and I appreciate that. But could it be like my grandmother's spirit? Or the spirits?
Yes. She looks a little around, kind of like excited and perplexed. Yes. Okay. Suddenly, a thick, inky black smoke starts to fill the room. And as it does, you see your grandmother, as you remember her, in her older age, but still armed to the teeth with her weapon. And she's just, it looks like she's fighting off shadows left and right, like grabbing one, throwing them into a DDT, popping up, getting her weapon, uppercutting some unknown monster. And then she stops and she looks at you. Child, what are you doing?
Goat ritual, Grandma. Hi.
Goat ritual. Why don't you just go see Abuela? You can do it so much faster. What do you need me for?
I don't know. I just kind of got roped in this goat ritual. We have so many goats. It's cool to see you though.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. So then her arms bind up and she like breaks out, grabs someone, just drops them on her shoulder and pops back up. So I'm a little busy. What can I do?
Well, and then I'll look to the the priestess. What exactly are the requirements here?
Oh, right. She hands the necklace to your grandmother and she's like, cringe memory. Looks like we don't have a lot of time. Cringe memory, go.
Okay. So, one time, I was after a show and Shanti had just been my assistant, for like a couple weeks. And I was like, oh, let's go hang out after the show and get coffees. And she was like, yeah, let's go. And I actually meant that she'd get coffees for me and bring them back. And she thought we were going together. And then I tried to explain that to her, and I should have just not done that. And I should have just got off out of the green room and gone to the coffee shop with her. But I didn't do that. I just was like, no, here's the money and here's my reusable drink carrier. And I handed it to her. And she looked really disappointed. And I didn't really realize it until after she got back. Yeah.
All right, that was super cringe. Thank you, Sam.
Well
point.
done, and the daytime Emmy goes too.
Yeah, super cringe. You get a hero point for that.
Oh, man.
I didn't know I had this power.
So your grandmother, by the way, you're living everything, the anxiety, the self disappointment, and everything as you're putting this memory into the locket. And in your grandma is like looking at you with like, yeah, okay, but also like a little bit of disappointment, like, really? You couldn't have just gone with your, doesn't matter. You know, I didn't hear coming off the gold trip. I'm proud of you. You're kicking a lot of butt. Here's your necklace. Now, if you excuse me, I need to see. Oh, don't you run from me. And she starts chasing off into the darkness after you don't have any clue what. So you get your own little like trauma goat. You get to cuddle now.
I hug the goat around its neck and I just kind of like put my face next to its face. Is that everything? Are we done?
Yeah, the necklace is charged. You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna take the goat with me.
Okay. Who's up next? Morel, Hera, Antigone, Joey, the rest of you guys? Who's up?
Joey and Hera and Antigone are not here.
Mm-hmm.
Are they? They're not here, right?
Do we have to give them like one of those things?
I really want to hear Joey's cringy memory about something about
We don't
like
have enough goats.
not wanting to play with Morel, but being too shy to say so. He's really
His cringy memory is probably back from when he was
And
an
I
elder
didn't
god or
want him-
something.
I didn't want him to play the game with me. He's really bad at it, but I let him anyway. And then we lost. My ranking went down.
It's funny because it was definitely Dreammaker 5 related in my brain. It was
All the
Dreammaker
kids
5.
on Dreammaker made fun of me for a week.
They said I play worse than my dad, and it's weird. Anyway, so those are the NPCs. You guys can go. Your choice. Who do you want to go next?
I have to pee. So I'm not gonna go.
Hey, you can't give the cringy memory yet. You just having to pee on stream? No, I don't know.
No.
No.
I vote Morel.
All right.
Oh no, we really want to cry right now.
Morel goes up. He's got a goat, and he's just like, he's excited. He's scratching his face. And he calls upon Afra, and she appears. And you see her hair kind of floating and fluttering. It almost looks like she is a woman on fire, and the crackling, kindling of the flame is just making her whole appearance just wave in the wind. And she looks at him and she goes, boop, on his nose. And he just goes, hello. It's good to see you again. It's been a while. Here's my necklace. And the priestess goes over it, and she's like, okay, so what's your cringe memory? Which one? I want to talk about my dishonorable discharge. And she was like, And then Afra just kind of smiles, yes, already full well knowing what he's about to say. It was after Bargas Day. I awoke not in Ur, but in Acadia, in a trauma center. My sister was putting me back together. I was then brought to my superior officer, for lack of a better word. I was charged with treason, disobeying a direct order, conduct not befitting an officer. I was shaved. My beard in my hair. I was no longer allowed to have the marks of a noble of Acadia. and my lineage was denied me. And then I was forced to leave my own country. This was made worse because of my lineage. That's why they had to go to such extreme measures. But it was the worst and best thing that ever happened to me. So, there's that. And Afra just kind of like cradles his face and she goes, yeah, I remember. I was there. How's it going, by the way? Oh, it's going great. I'm in South Asmacon. I met a bunch of god animals. They're really keen. Oh, we made friends with some orcs. They're great. I met your priestess. She's tremendous. She's really helped me. She's getting stronger every day. And Alpha goes, okay. Well, you keep doing you. I'm very proud of you. And one day, he goes, one day, I will pray to you, the rising sun of my home country. She goes, yeah. He goes, all right. If anyone needs me, I'm going to cuddle the crap out of my goat. And he gets his necklace, he picks up his goat and just walks off. Like he's got luggage and he's just sitting down and he's just like,
So now we know something's up with Morel because he said that he was a noble and nobody knew that except for Lashunibus, so now we all know. Oh.
He said lineage, he didn't say noble.
What? No, yeah, he did. He said noble.
He said lineage, I thought.
No, he said noble. He said it was made worse because he was a noble.
I thought I said made worse because it was lineage. But hey, either way, I trust you.
Both. It was both. He said both.
Okay, I'll trust you either way.
We can do that for a Madden playback.
Yeah, can we get the referee to come in on this? All right, who's up next?
Oh no.
Oh, Chad is clipping that for the playback. That should be great.
Uh-huh.
I think I heard Kylie say something.
I heard
Kylie.
Michael. I heard
Yeah,
Michael.
yeah, definitely. Heard Kylie say
Michael.
something.
I think it's Michael's turn to go. Michael.
Oh,
I'm still thinking of something for Rufa. So.
All right.
Quick, manifest your past really quickly.
Rufa's gonna be like,
backstory.
So
Oh, that one time my name became Jeremy.
Ichi told me this story standing in the middle of her ring, and it made me cringe so bad that I can't think of anything worse.
Oh my god. I mean, since Afra's already here, Alona might as well just go.
Okay. She looks at him and she goes, Hey you.
Hi.
Hey. It's been so long since that time of the temple. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been learning a lot and seen a lot of things. Like Merle said, there was lots of large god animals, which was really cool. And, getting to experience lots of different cultures and people and things and stuff. It's been really fascinating. I feel like I've learned a lot.
Good. Yeah, it's a big, complicated, beautiful world out there, isn't it?
It is. It is. And, in spite of me being around this world so much, I'm trying to think back to a cringy memory. But I've lived such a sheltered life, I don't know if I have one. And that kind of makes me a little sad. Because I don't feel like I have anything.
I think if you're to suffer from anything, it is a healthy and positive outlook. Sometimes you can feel cringy for other people. It's our love for others that make us kind of feel weird sometimes, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's real weird. Alona looks around. Okay, so, I kind of guess I feel kind of cringy about, well, one time, Morel and I were sitting on on the Ferris wheel, and he talked about how he wanted to show me Acadia, and I pretended like I was distracted, and I saw Woodward dying, because I felt like my heart was gonna rip out of my chest.
In a good way or an awkward way?
I don't know, both.
Okay, well, I think that sounds pretty cringy, but you did save Woodward, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So you see Morel like scratching his goat, just kind of like pretending not to be listening, but definitely kind of listening.
Not listening, but no.
So with that memory being offered up, your necklace is secure.
She flips up her hood and she goes and she takes her sheep in the corner and she just kind of just.
Okay. So next up we have Rufa or Shionibus. We can't play the stoic one all day. Someone's got to go, and if you don't have it, I'm gonna roll. There we go, Shionibus.
Question before we start
Mm-hmm.
to the priestess. Does this like make only that one specific person like not see you, or just like a god too?
Generally speaking, it's a loose catch-all, but if it's your god, then they're gonna see you.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, well, it should be fine. I don't see why it wouldn't be fine.
Okay, I just curiosity.
Okay. So she goes, "Do you have the two goats?"
Yeah. Woodward. I'm just gonna take the rope from Woodward.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. He summons the second goat because that one's probably gonna disappear in a matter of minutes, if not seconds, anyway. And he names this next one Jethro.
Jethro. Okay. So, Jethro the goat and Shionibus. Suddenly sand starts dropping from the roof and it starts to kind of pile high into almost a giant sand dune, and then it like slowly starts to recede, like something's popping out, like a scarab's almost breaking out of a hive, and you see it just as it falls apart. Anubis just comes slowly walking out. The priestess takes your two goats, hands one to Anubis, hands one to you, and Anubis just
I'm more partial to cats, but I mean, I guess a goat would do. Hey. So we're doing this thing. Probably already know about it. But we're like trying not to make like Porcos like watch us all the time. I don't really know. I kind of tuned out a lot this week. Last couple days. What day is it? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So you already know my cringy memory. But I apparently have to tell it to everyone.
Daughter of the Sands, I'm going to have to hear the one. You said you have many. Many will not do. Am I correct, priestess? Yeah. No, it's gotta be one. Speak plainly, daughter, and make it known.
In front of everyone? Like, really?
Off in the distance, you hear Tobias go, "Oh no, please don't do that."
Flips him off. Okay. It was 500, 700 years ago. I was doing what I do every morning, and I had gone to see my uncle. He wasn't there. He was supposed to be coming back that day from the Red Waste. I was super excited, as I always am when I see him. And Ozamara was supposed to be coming back too, and it was going to be great. And we're going to have all of our friends back, and it was going to be great. When it was only my uncle that came back. I questioned everyone who was with the party, kind of where Ozamara was, where he's coming back, when he's coming back, kind of what's going on, the game plan of the Red Waste, all that, things that part of the council would. Until I found out he wasn't coming back. And my family said it was no big deal, that I shouldn't have loved someone that way anyway, and it wasn't responsible, and blah, 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 blah. And it was that day that I realized that I couldn't stay in these walls anymore. That clearly no one could care for me the way that he cared for me, and I left, and I thought that was the best idea, and I left everything.
Do not think that I have forgotten my debt to you. This does not even begin to repay it, but this I will acknowledge. Your talisman is complete, daughter.
She is going to kneel like one does, and then get up and thank you. And she's going to quickly walk outside. The air all of a sudden got really hot in this temple.
Anubis is going to see that, and you can hear on the winds this kind of coarse whisper that just says, "I'm sorry," from Anubis. And as you leave, everyone sees Anubis just staring with his jackal eyes as he leaves. He looks at the priestess and he looks to Woodward. He goes, "I'm keeping the goat. I'll feed it to Sobek." Picks it up and he kind of walks into the sand and vanishes.
Hey, that goat's only got like another 10 seconds on it, so he's got to get there quick.
Where's the goat?
That's the thing about summon animal. Shonimus, that one's on you, really. You probably should have warned him. I feel like that's probably gonna. You may want to get another necklace.
It's already charged. It's good. All right, Michael, your turn, man. You want to be the last? Here it is. Make it good. Make it fast.
Rufa knows that it's his turn now. With a sigh, he steps up to the plate and looks over at the priestess. Rufa has no need for gods. In his family tradition, we worshipped our ancestral spirits, much like friend Itchy.
Mm-hmm.
So Lufa guesses he shall call upon his ancestral spirits. Those who came before him.
As you're gesticulating, she grabs you by the hand and turns at the inside and looks. I haven't seen one of these before. Yeah, let's summon that ancestor. Suddenly, you see this really intricate swirl start to appear before you, and it's to uncoil, and you see a woman start to walk out. You see she has a face just full of scales, but also her eyes are just pools of water constantly crying. Her teeth are the crags of mountains. Her claws are fertile lands rich with agriculture. And behind her, you can see just thousands upon thousands of the spirits and ancestors of your home. This woman looks to you, reaches back, plucks out one of your ancestors, sits it down in front of you, and she says, "Child of my children, the vestige of our home. I suggest you talk to your ancestors in front of me. We have to get acquainted. It's been a while since I gave you that mark.
Rufa nods and immediately goes down to one knee in like kind of that kneel of respect. It has been indeed quite a while. A cringy memory. Yes. There was that one time that Rufus' name was changed to Jeremy, but no, there is another cringy memory, cringier. Oh yes. It's about my son. It's about Rufus' son.
Mm.
One day, Rufus' son and him were in a store. It was a difficult day. He was having one of his moments. Having, I guess, Rufa guesses a tantrum. When Rufa would not buy him the toy that he wanted. He picked up his son and was walking towards the exit. His son, being the rambunctious lad he is, was kicking and screaming and hitting him, Rufa, so hard on their way out. The only way that Rufa was able to really carry him was to carry him, sideways, like as if like a parcel. And to Rufa's horror, as he marches towards the doors, his son started screaming, "Help! You're not my daddy. I want my real daddy." It was then when everybody in the store stopped what they were doing and stared at us with looks that ranged from fear to anger. Rufa was sure that he was going to be probably arrested for suspicion of kidnapping some random boy. But at the end, nobody really said anything. Rufa thinks that they really figured out that the lad was his son when Rufa began muttering under his breath, "Just wait till you get home. Rufa will never bring you here again." That was a cringy memory. Cringy. But who remembers that?
So your ancestor looks to this woman who appears to be a dragon of land and life, and people, and getting kind of this nod. The ancestor kind of goes, "Okay," and they walk up and they say, "My child, my legacy. Being a parent is always difficult. This is not news, but this does not make it any easier. You did what you thought was right, and sure, it may have been the wrong choice, but sometimes that's all we have. This memory is respected and cherished, and in giving this to us, we give back to you that which you need." And as the tether recedes, they both hand you the medallion, and the ancestor just says, "It is not easy to do the right thing in the moment. You can only do what you think is the right thing. But that you do it at all is wisdom enough. And I'm proud of you." And they start to kind of recede back into this legacy of thousands of years. And the dragon woman looks to you. "When this war is settled, you'll be called home. You may not know it, you may not like it, but Rufa, I will see you soon. The Emperor needs your help."
That is what. Rufa just nods, and once the ancestral spirits recedes, he just takes the pendant necklace thing and puts it around and goes off in a corner with his goat.
So as everyone's recovering from their delightful trauma therapy, we are going to flash forward, if you guys will. to the, assuming Ichi wants to go to that big 3 Days Maximo Lucha, correct? Great. We're going to take a 5-minute break. This won't go a little longer because you guys are doing amazing role play, and I really wanted you guys to all have your chance. Hero point to all of you, and when we come back in 5 minutes, it'll be 10:10. We will start the first day of the 3-day championship Lucha match. We'll see you in 5. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us in that awesome roleplay Cringe Fest. We all grow through cringe, don't we? So thank you so much. And stick around for the rest of today's episode, as well as some special announcements that we're really excited about at the end of this episode. But until then, we are going to kind of hand wave. You all have the amulet. The priestess does tell you that while she cannot directly stop Korkos from looking at you, what she has done is make sure that every time he does, he sees your cringy, terrible memory.
No!
I love that though.
Gonna see my dick son.
I'm sorry, what? No! Michael!
So yeah, but don't worry. This will basically act as a blocking effect. Korkos will not be able to see you. He'll just see this horrible, ghost play of your life. And there you go.
I like how mundane Ichi's is. He's just gonna be like, oh.
To be
That's
fair,
why it's so effective. That's exactly why it's so effective.
To be fair, everyone was like trauma, and you were like, here's real cringe. Like real cringe.
Lona wasn't traumatized.
No, actually, no, yours is also pretty cringy. Like genuine cringe, kind of like.
I think her reaction to it is really more the cringe.
Yeah. I think Rufo was just basically about his dick, jerk of a kid.
Hey, it happens, especially with youth. So that being said, let's get back to it. So you get your necklaces. She tells you how they work. Basically how it would have broken down is that if you had gone to Abuela, you would have gotten one really strong amulet that will for sure have just created a blind spot. And Korokos would not have seen anything at all, just could not see, but there's only one that could reflect the evil eye entirely, whereas the Compass Rose would have given you some things that would have given you bonuses to resist being seen. And different varying levels of stuff you would have had to go through. But that being said, so you have your necklaces, enough for all the NPCs present, and we go back to the temple. It's now starting to kind of get good into the night. The moon is up, the stars are out. You go to the temple, there's electricity in the air. The people are so excited. One of the people working the place recognizes Ichi from long ago. They're excited to see her, and they put her name right on the list. Now, the question is, do you, Ichi, and by proxy, all of you, want to meet all the wrestlers or lucha warriors in the back, or do you want to go straight to the 30-man over-the-top battle royale and see who comes down the ramp at you?
Ichi's gonna gather everyone in a group and say, all right, so we could go in and mingle, but I kind of of the opinion that, that gives them an edge over you. They see how you walk. They see how you talk. They see that you lean on your left leg a little bit too much. They see your lazy eye. I think going in blind is the way to do it. But you are guests here in my home, in my Coliseum, which will be mine. So what do you think?
We could all just switch personalities and then go in and be like, I can act like Alona, Woodward can act like Tobias. We all just switch each other up, and then we get in there and we're like, just kidding.
Wait, are you saying I get to be Tobias now? Just spreading his name around the town as I pretend to be him?
I mean,
I think
you
this
said it,
plan's
not me,
great.
Woodward. Thank you. I try.
Actually, Lufa, there is something Lufa wants to do before we all get in there. Actually, French Honibus,
Yeah.
Lufa has investment opportunity for us.
The investment's really more your thing. I just tune everything out.
friend Alona wants to, perhaps double or triple her money, she could go in on it with Rufa, but or if she doesn't, that is okay as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you think it's a good idea, then I'm sure it is.
Well, as with any fight, there is going to be betting.
Are you putting your money on Alona?
Putting money on actually Itchy for the
fight. Okay, yeah, that's a better idea.
Yeah.
I was real concerned there for a second. I'm so Can you blame me? You're doing great with your push-ups, son. You're doing great with your push-ups.
But
plus 3 muscle.
And it's going great.
Yes. You just need a little bit more choco meat. A little bit more.
You'll get there.
Yes. So
yeah, we can put money on Ichi. I have 2 gold to give.
2 gold. Okay.
That's all I got. Sorry.
Let's see what the odds. Let's see what the odds are of Itchy. PJ, I was wondering if we could start. If it was possible to do some betting on the outcome.
You can indeed. Right now, the roster for bets is massive because there's about 30 opponents to bet on for the opening round of this 3-day competition. The rules are basically simple. 30 LUCHA enter this ring. Men, women, trans and non-binary LUCHA warriors are going to enter this ring. And the top 8 standing will be allowed to continue for the next 2 days. The last person standing gets to challenge the championship holder sometime in the weekend for the belt. And it's going to be a 3-day tourney. The other 8 get to do their other respective things as well. Grudge matches, belt matches, whatever. But the major title in that opportunity goes to the number 1 winner, still standing after all 30. So right now it's a mess. You got like 2 to 7, 1 to 20. It's all up and down the brackets. But the closer you get to the final day, the numbers are going to be a little more consistent.
Question. So far, what would you say the odds on Itchy looks like?
The odds on Itchy, a fan favorite coming back with a grudge match to get her title back. The odds are high for her to win. So right now it's looking like a 1 to 2. Not a lot of good return on money.
All right. Rufa's has an idea. He's actually gonna go really quickly to Itchy after he finds out the odds. Itchy. All right. We need to put on a show. A show where we can make the gold and for you to win the gold. To continue the legend of Itchy. You understand?
I mean, I always put on a show, Rufa. I am a performer.
True. But right now, the odds on you winning is pretty even. And if you give a strong showing right now, the bets are not going to be as good. And honestly, there is no drama.
Rufa, the odds don't matter because I'm going to win.
True. But perhaps we could put a little more drama if Itchy can, at least in the opening bouts, she will win. But let's make it look like you are struggling perhaps a little bit, which will bump up the odds for the betting, which will bump up the odds for our pockets to be more filled, and which will drum up future sponsorships.
Rufa, I appreciate all that you do with your managerial mindset, but I am who I am, and I'm gonna bring the drama that comes naturally to me. Unfortunately, it might not, play out with your betting scheme that well, but I can guarantee you 60% on the churro deals. Because I know you have it covered. I know you do.
True. But this if it's possible for the fan Ichi to perhaps make it look like she is having difficult time in the beginning of the match, if possible. And then
Rufa, you've seen me fight. Do you think I can make it look like I'm having a hard time? You just saw me suplex a giant crab just a few days ago. I can try, but I don't know if I can.
Well, if an Ichi can make the attempt, that is all that Rufa can ask.
All right.
And we'll see how it goes from that.
We'll see how it goes. But maybe open your eyes to maybe just some bets on like second place. Because this is what I do. And I really can't change it up for anyone, even you.
True.
She just gives him a little gentle nudge.
All right. Very good scene. Really fast. Do you want to get surprised by who comes down the ramp at you, or do you want to kind of meet some of the lucha in the back?
I would say like maybe we kind of walk past them to our staging area and get like a few casual hellos.
Sure. I'll kind of give you a quick description of some of them. You see one guy. He's got his lucha mask on. It's this really beautiful kind of metallic mylar blue with white trim, and he's got what looks like a thunderbolt making almost like a fin coming out of his head. He's got this matching kind of like not Letterman's jacket, members only jacket. Like the same kind of bright blue. Sleeves are rolled up and cinched off at the elbows. He's got gloves. He's got his knee pads, his boots, his trunks on, and he's just kind of popping around and like getting warmed up. You see that his skin is this kind of really cool translucent blue, and his eyes just kind of have like the air around his eyes always seem to ripple like a pond in water. You know that you're looking at a human geniekin, not a human geniekin, human geniekin basically of the air. So he's part human, part air elemental. And on the back of his jacket, he has a number 10,000 across his back. And he's just kind of like, and as he's punching the air, you hear little pop, 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 like gunshots as he's just getting psyched and ready. And he looks at you and he smiles and he goes, Ichi, it has been forever since I saw you here. How are you doing? I miss those muscles, girl. How are you feeling?
Hey, you. Ichi instinctively looks to her side, but realizes Shanti's not there to whisper the names of people to her.
Mm-hmm.
So she just, how are you doing?
And he looks at you and he goes, you don't remember me. It's okay. You've been gone for a while. I understand. Don't worry about it. And then they go,
forget you. You're so unique.
Hold on. I'll give you a reminder. He puts one hand out. And as he makes this clap, you can actually hear a thunder just explode out of his hands. And he goes, 10,000 trueno. 10,000 thunderstorms. You know me.
Yeah, I almost had it. I was thinking like 1,000, and I knew that was too little, and I should have known. It's on the back of your shirt.
It's right there on the back.
It's been a long day. I've met a lot of numbered people in my travels, my many long heroic travels.
I know it's hard to recognize me without my sister, but since she's been chosen, I haven't seen her in forever. No one has actually. We're all kind of worried, but
what do you mean?
Oh, Ronnie Rampalgo. Ever since she was chosen by the dragon, she hasn't been around. Everyone's a little worried about her because it's her job to kind of, keep the law around here. But she's I don't know where she's been.
Weird. Well, any news down here, like anybody having a rough day, easy pickings?
There's some weird feelings. Obviously, everyone's a little excited. Everyone's electric, and as he does that, you see like sparks coming from his fingertips. And because everyone's feeling the vibe. I will say there's 3 people who are not going to be in the battle royale today, and they are looking at you with great interest.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently, someone knows you, some El Azul Kukui Jr., which is funny because last I checked, the old man didn't really have any kids, at least not that I knew of, but he has a junior. She's not happy with you, and her friends La Llorona and La Chupacabra, they're sitting out of the whole thing. But I mean, with backstage politics, you never know what that actually means.
the only thing you need to know about her is watch your bag when she's around.
Mm. Hey, they're welcome to take a shot at my back. I'll just ring like thunder. Until then, I gotta go. I gotta get stretched. So I'll talk to you later. Good seeing you back, girl.
You too. She makes a note.
All right.
Really quick, PJ,
Mm-hmm.
putting in a 202 gold piece bet on Itchy in her opening match.
Okay, putting that down. 202.
Yeah, the 2 is from Chonibus.
Got it. All right. I will let you guys
Killed
figure out
it.
I'll let you guys figure out how to cut that up.
You can bet this amount of my money.
Just this little bit. You look around, you see another person. They're wearing this bright silver and white mask. Around their eyes, you can almost see like what looks like angel wings. And as you look into their eyes, you see this bright, amazing light coming from their eyes themselves. Their skin has this unusual golden kind of sigil work going all throughout it. And they have kind of silver pants with these silver white boots. And it looks like they're kind of focusing on something. And when you walk up to them, they look at you with these golden eyes and golden sigils over their body. And you see what looks like wings start to grow from their back.
Hey, I remember you.
Oh, it's good to see you again, child of the great peace. It's been a while. Pacifica Dorita? Pacifica Dorita?
Oh, don't act like you don't know my name. You know me.
My apologies. Do you know who I am?
Of course. So how are you?
He looks to you, and you can tell from his skin and his golden eyes, he is a human Azamar. And being that he is so holy, he looks to you, he introduces himself as El Milagro. And he seems very stoic, very regal, very at peace. And he simply just says, I have come to kill the devil, and I will win.
I respect that. Yeah. Well, break a leg. Not mine.
You meet a girl, you meet 2 girls who are getting warmed up. One of them has a pink fluffy tutu and a pink kind of leather, kind of patent leather top, giant pink boots. She's got the same bright patent leather pink mask, but it's got these giant like sharp studs all over them. She's got a long pink ponytail coming out. She's got a black leather jacket over it, again sleeves up. She's got this gigantic baseball bat. Like if like your hammer and her bat, big and chunky and powerful. And she's just kind of like talking to this other girl who is very strong, just this unit of muscle. She has her hair in a side ponytail. She has this very interesting bright mask. It kind of goes in like 3 colors. It goes like a green and a pink and a purple. And you meet Princess Bashley and her teammate Slamantha, as they're like, we're gonna find that girl, we're going to find Katrina Vile and we're going to make sure she pays for just ditching us. How dare she? And Samantha's like, yeah, how dare she? I'm going to break most of her bones in her body. Like, how dare she?
As Ichi like brings the crew by, she just kind of like does a little turns like, oh, the tea. Oh, well, good luck. Just keeps walking.
The chat gave out a vibe, but I think it's 100% on brand. Samantha is basically like if a roller derby girl was a wrestler. So yes, 1,000%.
I love it.
I'm
gonna use that for myself someday. I don't know in what circumstance, but I'm gonna lock that one away. Thanks, PJ.
Doesn't matter. Any circumstance, it's appropriate.
Absolutely.
Just immediately just walk into the room, confidence.
You also see what looks like this girl who's got a black patent leather face mask with deep purple trim, long, gorgeous black hair coming from the back. She's wearing black and purple motif. She looks like her theme song is "I don't give a damn about my reputation." Like that's her energy. She's like Lucha Hot Topic, kind of all thrown together in the same vibe. But like she's got like a skeleton motif around her mask and a skeleton motif around her clothes, little Jack Skeleton energy there. She's got these little skeleton dolls of women, and she is being very respectful to like two over here, and the two over here that look a lot like Samantha and Princess Bashley. She's just breaking with a punch. And this is Katrina's Vile, one of the three of Princess Bashley, Samantha, and Katrina's Vile. But she gets her name Katrina from the Katrina dolls of the Day of the Dead ceremony and that holiday. So she's got a lot of that like vibe around her. And she kind of looks at you and she's like, what? Like she's ready to buck at you.
Ichi like stares at her for a little bit longer than she should, and then is like, and then walks away.
Last but not least, you hear this little voice.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
And you see this little girl. She's probably a halfling. She's got her hair in ponytail. She's got a gray mask. And she's got like a little gray top with like a bright pink tutu and like big chunky combat boots, like way too big. And she's got what looks like a vest or a backpack, but that backpack's got like ridges and scales on it. And she's got these gloves and these big Coke bottle glasses. And she walks up to you and she goes,
excuse me? Hi. Hi. I'm excited to see you. I'm a big fan of yours. You made me go on my spiritual journey to become a warrior.
What?
Yeah.
You guys hear that? You guys, what? Well, these are my friends.
Oh. Hi, my name is Pangolina. I am the Pangolin princess, and I am here to not lose. No way, no how.
Oh, you're fighting right now?
Well, in the 30 person competition, and yeah, and I hope I win.
Good luck.
Suddenly, bursting out of the darkness, you see a man with a jaguar mask and these piercing green eyes that glow like ghost mushrooms, just bright green. And Pangolina's like, ah! She starts running away, and this guy looks at you and goes, hola, me llamo el jaguar. I have no time for you. And he starts kind of running sideways along the wall and just starts chasing Pangolina, like just like Terminator 2 style, just running after her like he's on the hunt.
That's weird. She's just gonna look around and say, well, what do you all think about these are my people? All these fighters were a kooky bunch. Honestly, I don't know. This is why I don't hang out with Lucha. I've been a solo act my entire life.
You're suddenly met by another halfling lucha wrestler he walks up to you. He's got what looks like a normal patent leather mask, but like on the back is 3 straps so it can like kind of like make sure it's anchored on nice and tight. He's got one eye that looks pretty solid, one eye that's just glowing, ephemeral and glowing. He's got just a bunch of amazing tattoos from years of conquest in the arena. He's got these gloves with special ropes around the wrists. And he goes, "Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you back. Oh, man, it hasn't been the same without the champ."
Yeah, I bet it hasn't. How's things with the new champ?
Hey, it's been a long time since I've been the king. El legado rey. Look, the Rays just got to sit back and watch the kingdom sometimes. Right now, things have been bad. Ella Zulkakui Jr., she's a hardcore wrestler, so she's never played by the rules, but she's been hurting people badly.
Hmm.
No honor, just putting people away, and it's been tough out there.
There's one thing I know about her so far
Mhm.
is that she has no honor.
Mhm.
So we're here to fix that.
Hey, bit of advice from a pro, from an old man, from a king. She's hurting. She's angry. I don't know what, but I know what anger in the ring looks like. If you wrestle her, if you fight her, just remember that she's got to be put down. But there's hurt there. So, but hurt makes a person desperate. So get your allies.
Don't worry. We got it covered. And after all the dust settles, I know just the goat to refer her to.
Oh. Wait. You know, that's not the king's place. I'm just going to walk off. And as he walks away, he goes, "Booyaka, booyaka. See you later, girl." And he kind of moves off to his dressing room to get stretched out. If you got that reference, you get a hero point.
I'm guessing Ian did.
I got it too. 619.
Yep. There it is.
I had to pay homage to the king. You know?
I was hitting my mute button is underneath my notes. And I'm like,
All right. So you've met just a few of the wrestlers. A few of the lucha warriors in the back. Everyone's getting warmed up and stretched up. Everyone's giving you respectful space, but it's weird because it's like 29 other people giving you respectful space. So it almost kind of feels like you're being pushed out. The person walks up to you and they say, "I'm so sorry, but because you were a late entrance, you're going to be the number 1 pull. So you're going to have to go first, which means you're going to have to survive 29 other lucha warriors. We're sorry about this. Normally we give you preferential treatment, but you've been gone and you were late in the title. So
Listen, you're just doing your job. I get it. And no worries. I had my churros this morning, so it's not going to be a problem."
Okay. Great. Well, sounds good. All right. So I guess, hey, how are the bards doing? Are they ready? And the magic is good to go on the pyrotechnics and the lights? Great. Okay, we're gonna get started. So when you're ready, get to the ramp. It's you're the big ticket, kid.
All right. She looks back to everyone here. I guess this is it. I know we came to this jungle to like fight orcs, and I really appreciate that you all don't mind me making a pit stop to take back my champion's belt. I really appreciate you guys, and I know I can be like bad at some things, but the one thing I am good at is hitting people real hard, and I appreciate, us taking this detour to let me do that.
hey, look, I'll be honest with you. Most of what we've come across is you hitting people real hard. So as far as we're concerned, you're the best of the bunch. Knock 'em dead. As far as I can tell, there's rules to this, but no one actually pays attention to them. So go outside any of those if you need to. And I'm going to hold a sign up, and you need to look for it. You'll recognize it when you see it.
I'll keep an eye out.
Rufa goes over to Itchy and kind of gives that little kind of playful, punch her arm. Friend Itchy, you just make sure that you give him a show. And then if you want to put his foot down, let Rufa know. He'll try to drive the odds up however he can.
We'll see. We'll make some eye contact, some nonverbal cues. We'll keep it going.
Mm-hmm. And if Fedici needs let's say, a sledgehammer or a bat or a folded chair, just give Lufa the high sign.
You got it.
All right. And with that, you're led up to the ramp, and suddenly you see thousands upon thousands of Azmakanians, people from north and south and west Azmakan, in this massive holy arena. You see the ring that you have spent your entire life growing up fighting, and you suddenly see these people just like playing these drums as hard as they can, and other people just shooting fireworks off into the sky. The music gets louder as the announcer says, "Coming out of retirement, the great granddaughter of the Grand Peace. You thought you were done? Evil, you weren't even done. Number one, Pacifica Dorita!" And the person's like, "That's you, go. And describe your entrance as you go to the ring for the first time in what feels like almost a year.
So Ichi runs out in a steady jog and hoists herself into the ring, but does a little bit of a somersault through the ropes. And then at the end of the somersault, just kind of fakes a little bit of a stumble, but then stops and looks up and is like, actually, she's just gonna do another roll and land feet up with her hands in the air and then bow.
The crowd loves it. Suddenly you hear this timer going off, this loud clock ticking, and with a loud beep, you see a bunch of bodies just storm into the arena like it's the Purge. They're just breaking out of nowhere running. They're clear jumping. Before you know it, you're standing in the ring with 10 warriors. You see El Milagro fly into the ring with this holy light backing him as he lands, ready for battle. You see Princess Bashley and Slamantha just show up, crack. Princess Bashley slams her baseball bat to the ground and she's ready to roll. You see across the ring, Katrina Vile just looks at the two girls like the whole world fades away and she's like, "You two are done." You see Pangolina just adjusting her Coke bottle glasses and fidgeting with her fingers. Meanwhile, El Jaguar is just the hunt is on. And you see 10,000 Trueno and a handful of others in this ring. It is 10 people. We're going to roll initiative, and we're going to go for the first couple of rounds of the 30-man Battle Royale.
It's a number
So is
that
mine.
came up on the dice.
Are we adding our?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Good question. So, if you're playing an NPC, like everyone but Ichi is, all of your rolls are a plus 12 perception and your relevant skill.
It makes me feel a little better, but
Mine definitely does
still
not.
not going to be great.
We got 15 minutes left of stream. Might as well just burn a hero point.
Ooh,
Not much better.
Good
Bad
point.
boys.
Oh no.
This one.
That's a 28 for me. I'm playing Slamantha.
Mine was also a 28.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, should we tell our audience who we're playing?
Might as well. So Slamantha, I love that name. What is your initiative?
My initiative is 28.
28. I also love because we have Samantha, and Slamantha. So
Don't get it twisted.
don't. Remind me, Kylie, you're playing Katrina Vile, right?
I am. Yes.
What's your initiative?
21. Comparative to the 1 I rolled at first.
Much better. I believe, Ian, you're playing El Milagro?
I am, and I got a 31.
Ooh.
19 on the die face.
El Santo will be proud of you. All right. Now, Michael, you're playing El Jaguar, correct?
Yep.
All right. What was your initiative again? 28?
No, actually 18. I don't know why. I always lag at initiative rolls.
All right. So, here this is going to work for both my players and those watching at home. Since we're probably not going to get to the entire 30-man battle royale, and we're going to be probably going through about 3 days of each of getting your title back. Here's the basic rules. Everyone here has 2 bars. Your momentum bar, so imagine that in your head, and your heat bar. Your heat bar is needed to grow to make signature attacks and finishing attacks. Your momentum bar is needed to basically not get knocked unconscious. If your momentum bar is 0 and someone uses their 100 heat on you, you're done. You can call it a submission, you can call it a 1, 2, 3 count, you can call it an over the rope, thrown out of the ring. That's how it works. You get these by doing basic attacks, basic slams, submissions, whatever you want to do. The amount you'll get is your bonus to that skill. You can add gambles by taunting to either the crowd, your opponent, or whatever, and putting other gambles by doing something relevant to your type. So if you're a power wrestler, give me that really big power bomb with a lot of extra muscle. Give me an off-the-top rope maneuver if you're a high flyer, etc., etc. This is all about the fun, the narration, the passion, and the excitement of Lucha. So tell a story, make bold choices, and don't be afraid to go too big. That being said, 30-man Royal Rumble. First one up, Slamantha. No, I lied. El Milagro. El Milagro's up.
As that holy light kind of sits around El Milagro, he looks around the ring, and I think he looks at Vile, knowing that Vile's a heel. And just
He's an anti-hero.
Oh, anti-hero, okay. Close enough.
Same.
I already said it. Points across the ring and looks dead in the eyes and says, "You need to see the light." And with this, he just kind of gets the this determined look in his face, and his eyes begin to glow, and he kind of, as he brings his arms forward like he's about to go towards her, you see those wings kind of come out and hunch forward, and he's just gonna bolt for her.
Nice.
He is a face technician, so I would like to try to go for a spear tackle and see how that goes to figure out if I can get in any sort of hold.
Sure. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. That point, give me a we'll consider that a taunt. Don't worry, that's one action. Running in 2 actions. Third, give me a athletics check with a plus 12. The DC to beat is a 22.
Ooh, I got a 27.
Oh yeah. So Katrina Vile, you get spear tackled.
Sick.
Heavy, hard. You get tackled to the ground. And you are already, Ian, you're already for either an arm bar or an ankle lock. You got limbs aplenty. 3 actions, your turn is done, and I want you to add your plus 12 plus 5 for the taunt in momentum.
Great, thank you. And we all start at 50 momentum, correct?
That is correct. You have 50 momentum and 0 heat.
Great, thank you.
Although Ichi starts with 75 momentum because of the amazing stuff that happened earlier with her and Rufa. So that reminds me, Katrina Vile, you lose, I believe, 6 momentum as that 12 takes you to your back.
Cool.
This will ping pong a lot, but that's part of the game, is figuring out how to overcompensate, take some gambles, and see if your tactics win the fight.
Did you say 12?
Yeah, he got 12. I'm sorry, he got 17. So half of 17. Let's round that down to you lose 8. I'm sorry, you lose 8 momentum.
Cool.
Yeah, by the way, everyone at home, I made up the system over the weekend, so we're gonna have fun and see what happens. Next up is Slamantha. Slamantha, you just saw out of nowhere the old veteran, the angel himself, El Milagro, just take out your rival, Katrina Vile. What do you do, Slamantha?
She's gonna look at her friend and she's gonna go, well, nothing else to do. And she's gonna go for Vile again. She's just gonna go for it. Just like, I mean, get you out sooner.
Bitch, it's on.
All right, so what are you doing to her?
Well, I'm a power. So I'm just going, she's on her back and El Milagro is just hitting her, right?
El Milagro, you can tell he's kind of setting up for transition into a submission hold. He doesn't know yet what that is. He just tackled her.
Okay, so, oh. I mean, at this point, I might as well get 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yep.
If he's in the way, he's in the way. And that can't help that. So, I'm going to go for, like, basically, like, a stomp. So she's gonna run, she's gonna jump, and she's gonna pile drive both of them into the ground.
All right, so you're basically gonna grab both of them and drop both of them on their heads. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna consider that a gamble. So what I want from you is give me an athletics check with a plus 12. The number to beat is 22, and if you do this, you're gonna get a lot of heat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's a 29.
Nice. So you run over, you grab Katrina Vile by the hair, you pull her up, get her into a body lock, you get El Milagro, same. You lift them both up with your massive strength, and you jump off the ground, you just drill them to the floor. You get to 12 momentum, and because you technically gambled on 2 people, you get 20 heat.
Yes! Awesome. She feels great right now. Victory, justice, all the good things. She
And
attacked an old, like, beloved person, but he was in the way. It's fine.
we lose how much? It's half, correct?
Yeah, so you lose 6 momentum each of you.
6. Thank you.
All right, so that was 1, 2. Unless you wanted to, did you want to throw a momentum gamble in there and like taunt them or anything if you're a heal?
I am a power.
Sure.
So,
Once.
and an anti-hero. That's what that means. I'm an anti-hero.
Okay,
I'm not a
right.
hero.
So taunting them wouldn't give anything. That's fine. But you have 1 action left if you want to do anything else before the end of your turn.
I'm gonna take. So taunting won't do anything. Is there anything else in it? What does an anti-hero do? Crap, where's my thing?
Just keep kicking. Just I've watched enough wrestling. Just keep kicking.
Okay, great. I'm gonna keep kicking.
The anti-hero doesn't lose momentum on a failed gamble of something you do. So if you were to like botch that, you wouldn't lose any momentum for botching that.
That's good. Well, I'm glad I didn't botch it. But since I have 1 more action left, I'm just gonna twist them into the ground.
Okay, both of them or Katrina Vile?
Both of them, because I have them both in my arms still.
All right. If this is a submission hold, give me an athletics check. Either way, DC to beat still 22.
It's I just have to subtract 2. That's 27.
27. Okay, you both lose another 6 momentum. You gain another 12 as you drop them and then just apply a headlock and you're grinding them into the mat. Next up is me. Okay, so a few things are going to happen because all the NPCs are going to go on my turn. Let's get Ginger Lace in there.
Ginger Lace.
Ginger Lace, that's right. So Pangolina, who is really playing up that she's terrified of El Jaguar, but she sees you grinding these people down. So she runs up to you, and she rolls on the ground, pops up, and in air starts doing this really great spin. Oh, absolutely. She hits you with this giant rolling back moonsault. Just crack, lands on you. You lose 6 momentum as she gains 12. From there, she gets up, and being the babyface she is, she starts hyping up the crowd. She's like, yeah, yeah. And they're all like, Pangolina, you can do it. No way, no how. And they're cheering her on. 10,000 Trueno is he starts bounding on the ropes, and as he bounds on the ropes, he comes up to the downed Slamantha, stops just shy with his knee cocked up, goes shh, and drops his elbow, bam, down on you. And as he drops down, a thunderous roar just rolls out. He's gonna try and hit this. Yeah, that's a 19 on the die face. He hits it. Wham! And because he is a face charisma fighter, this is one of his big moves. So it's like the crowd loves it. He gets heat, and you see. I think you lose normal. So you lose another 12 momentum for that.
12 momentum.
I'm sorry, 6 momentum.
6.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
you're fine. I just want to double check.
As he drops the elbow drop. It's not quite his full finisher, which is called Thunder in the Plains. It's only a half Thunder in the Plains. That's his turn. What's that?
It's a little thunder that's farther away.
Just a little rolling thunder there. Wow, I'm rolling well. Princess Bashley is really mad that Slamantha's getting hurt, so she runs over to Katrina Vile with her baseball bat, and it just starts, just bashes you once. That's gonna hit with a 17 on the die face plus 12. You're gonna lose another 6 momentum as she just cracks you with the bat. She's then gonna do it again. Critical 20. She cracks you with the bat again. You lose another 6 momentum. As she then whips up, general taunts the audience, going. She just kind of looks up and she says "I'm gonna break your girl." Next up is Ginger Lace. You see an exotico wrestler. Exotico wrestling is a traditional Mexican lucha from the 1950s. So you see this man with beautiful makeup, very glamorous makeup, this gorgeous curly kind of I Love Lucy curly red wig. He's got a red leather corset and red fishnet stockings and these gorgeous red go-go boots. He goes running up to El Jaguar and makes it. And as he goes running up to him, he just does this gigantic slap, crack, and turns El Jaguar around. And as he does that, he grabs El Jaguar by the back of the head. He's going to go for the drop, for the big back of the head drop on the ground, but his gorgeous nails slip off his mask. And he drops down, looks up, and there's El Jaguar standing above him. El Jaguar still loses 6 momentum from the amazing slap that cracks and echoes in the entire arena. And with that being said and done, is Katrina Vile's turn. So sorry, everyone's just been ganging up on you.
Yeah, rude. So it'd be one action to stand up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are going to do the kick flip up. I feel like that'd be more badass. Just saying. Samantha's on the ground though, right?
Yes, she is. Pangolina dropped on her.
That's right. All right. So, action, taunt. Or no, hold on. We're going to actually stomp on her arm, right on like the elbow, like on the fold.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 25.
That beats a 22. You slam down that elbow joint. You get 12 momentum back from that.
Sick. Last action, taunt. She's going to be like lean over, be like, "I'd get that checked if I were you."
Nice. I believe because you are a charisma fighter, you are a anti-hero charisma. Technically, to gamble, you get more heat back on the gamble so long as you taunt on any gamble. So what I'll say is, I'll give you 10 heat for stomping and then talking smack to her face. In the future,
Heck
just say like, "I'm gonna make a gamble," but other than that, it's good.
Cool.
How many momentum do I lose?
You lose 6 momentum.
Okay. Is it gonna be 6 every time unless it's something like really special?
Yeah, unless it's like a really big momentum gamble, like I'm going to taunt first before I do this thing, it's gonna be 6 every time. So gain
Yeah,
12, lose 6.
Just wait for my turn.
Okay, next up, El Jaguar. I think I'm getting that right. Yeah, El Jaguar. Your turn. You've been attacked by Ginger Lace. There's a giant dog pile on Wait a minute. Sam, what was your initiative again?
28.
I am so sorry, Sam. I completely skipped you by a mile. I am so sorry.
That's fine.
I need to do better.
Itchy's biding her time.
Okay. I'll have you go after El
Considering.
Jaguar, and then you can just have at it.
Sounds good.
All right, El Jaguar. So like I said, Pangolina is there. She's, high up in the crowd. She seems scared of you. You have the dog pile by Katrina Vile, Samantha, Almalagros, and La Pacificadorita just kind of chilling out.
Well, Ginger Lace was the one that attacked Al Hawan, right?
That's right,
All
and
right.
they're currently in front of you.
All right. And they're on the floor. You said that they're on the floor right now, right?
That's right.
All right. El Jaguar looks down at Ginger Lace
Mhm.
and then looks back to the ropes that he's standing next to. He jumps up, bounding off of the rope, the second rope. With 2 feet, he's gonna do a double stomp down on Ginger Lace's chest
Mm-hmm.
as his strike.
Okay, and do you want to do a gamble? Put a little insult to that injury.
Actually, my next action is gonna be the gamble.
Okay, next action will be the gamble. Okay, roll to hit as you jump 1 action, stomp 2 actions, and the third one will be the gamble action.
Wait, so I rolled twice, right?
Just once to hit.
One. Okay. What do I add again?
Plus 12.
Well, that's a 30.
Yeah, you definitely hit. You get plus 12 momentum. Ginger Lace loses 6, putting them at a different number than before, as you stomp really hard onto her back. What's your next gamble action?
His gamble is like once he pretty much does that devastating move, he kind of like surveys the ring, and then he sees what's kind of going on, and then he sees Itchy's character.
Ooh.
Locks eyes with her and goes, "The hunt is on." Using that as an intimidation taunt or whatever it's called.
Okay. If you want to, you can use an action with that, and then as a gamble, you roll to attack her, and then you're going to get bonus momentum if you're successful.
Okay, I'm gonna roll, and then you tell me what to do.
You can just roll an attack to kick her if you want.
I'm gonna use my hero point because that's not good.
No, not good. What's the number?
I had a 2. Not good.
Oof.
Much better. That'll be a 29.
Okay, that's going to hit you, Itchy. You're going to lose 6 momentum, but you are going to gain 12 plus 5. So that's 17 momentum to Michael Pell. I'll be right back.
So Kai pointed this out. We all were we're all like, hey, we like Ichi. Let's just beat the crap out of each other's NPCs. There was a whole moment where we all just dove after each other, and it just
Ichi's just in the
Ichi
corner.
standing in the corner of the ring, like, okay, this will make it easy.
She's watching. Yeah, I
Right,
mean,
right.
your characters have beef, right?
I mean, my character has beef with Kylie's character, but not with Ian's character.
Ian
but
did
Yeah.
also
now,
Now you
Woodward,
do.
It was like,
Now
now
you
I do.
Yeah,
Now I do for sure.
I do imagine Woodward is like probably 4 beers in at this point in the match. He's had the pre-beer and everything. He's probably got front row seats from knowing Ichi.
So
He's just
I,
screaming.
Fiona Biss is like sharing her popcorn.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm imagining, you know, the giant corn that you get that's like hard and crunchy.
Yes. Yes.
What's it called? I can't remember. No. Like it's like in the chip aisle of 7-Eleven, and it's just like
Corn nuts?
Oh,
Corn nuts.
nuts.
Corn nuts.
I feel like a Asmacon Stadium specialty is like big bags of corn nuts instead of
Oh.
Right.
popcorn.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
like Rufus, kind of like at the betting area. Remember that scene in Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Where all the guys are doing all the betting and getting the
Right.
like in the thick of that.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably another round before Woodward has like mush above his head. He's like, yeah. It's the best thing he's ever seen.
Is that his sign?
Oh, right. Mush is huge. Crap. He's standing on top of Mush to get a better view.
Yeah, I imagine Mush has his own seat. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
They've been
It's gonna
be
doing
so
this,
hard on
wrestling
airplanes
shows
now.
where they just blow up a picture of someone's head and just hold them up. I can see Woodward blows up Mush's Thatcher head and just holds that up.
Right.
That's the
Ugh.
sign. That's the
So,
sign.
so sorry about that. We're going to get our last round in for the episode. Ichi, you're the one bringing it home. El Jaguar just ran up and, like, after taunting you, just cracked you in the face with a big kick. You got El Jaguar in front of you, who just challenged you. The dog pile with Katrina Vile, Princess Bashley, Slamantha, and El Milagro. You have Pangolina, who's trying to keep herself safe on the outskirts, and you have Ginger Lace, who just went to war with El Jaguar. What are you gonna do?
So El Jaguar came at me very threateningly with that fabulous catchphrase that he's on the hunt, and kicks Ichi in the face. And Ichi's gonna come back from that, and she's gonna look scared, and she's gonna back up, and then she's gonna go. Then she's gonna run and do like a kick flip, and just try to like slam him to the ground with her legs.
All right, I'm gonna consider that. Would you want to make that a gamble? Because that sounds like a pretty good taunt right there.
Yes, because she's like, no.
Nice. Give me an athletics check. This is for a lot of momentum and a lot of heat.
All right, athletics. You never let me down. You let me down. We're gonna use that hero point.
Oh no! It's the last move of the show.
Come on, Ichi. That's better. That's a 24.
That beats it. Out of curiosity, what's your bonus to athletics?
12.
12. Perfect. Okay. So you give him that look, you run, you do the jump, you flip over him, you grab him in midair, you get him up, and you slam him as hard as you can onto his back and shoulders. The crowd is dead silent until suddenly it's an uproar. The champion is back, and she has no ring rust. She is here in full form, and it's like muscles you haven't flexed in years are coming back with great bravado and brain sugar. You get your momentum plus 10 because you did the gamble on that, and you did a power move, which means you get another 10 heat to your meter. So add that. Let's see, I believe that means you get 22 momentum and 10 heat from that big gamble, and the champ is back in the building. And that is where we're going to end episode 47 of Edge of Legend with the first round of the 30-man battle royale. The lines have been drawn. The hate is real between Princess Bashley, Slamantha, Katrina Vile. El Milagro is trying to show the light to these poor unfortunate souls. The hunt is on for El Jaguar. Pangolina is best girl. 10,000 Trueno is just here to have a good time, best time, and the champ is hungry for that belt. Tune in next episode where we begin continue, I should say, this amazing lucha journey with the rest of the 30-man Royal Rumble and Ichi's title journey. So thank you so much for one amazing year, the first of many, with a bunch of legends, 5 friends, and just a lot of chaos. So thank you guys. 6 friends and a lot of chaos. And with that, we're going to say our goodbyes and make some amazing announcements when we're done. Let's start off with Mr. Michael Powell. Mr. Michael Powell, where can we find you on that sweet, sweet internet?
Well, as always, you can find me on my social medias, which is usually at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKAPAO. Or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff like my YouTube channel called Fantastic Tales of Adventure, and also on Thursdays on the Toyzilla Network here on Twitch. I'm on a show called Toyzilla Live, where I talk about toy news and nostalgia stuff. It's a lot of fun. Hope to see you there.
Heck yeah. Next up, Sidney Rubino. Tell us who you are and where you can find that sweet, sweet internet. And also, everyone, thank you so much. I just saw the hype train building up. Thank you so much for our first year anniversary hype train. Our 1 year anniversary hype train means the world to us.
Cheers. My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. It's literally just my name. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram if you want to find me there. I also have a YouTube channel where I read folklore, fairy tales, and myths alike. So if you like being read to and you like deciphering morals from old folklore and fairy tales, you can find me on YouTube on my YouTube channel. I also just wanted to give a quick shout out to Cognitive Merchant, who made my really awesome dice bag. You can also follow him at Cognitive Merchant. Sometimes he's in chat as Grebo Lightbrush, but he made this really awesome. It's handmade, it's leather, it's lined, it's real pretty, and it smells real good. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's some awesome bags, and might have a special thing about that later. We'll get to that later. Next up, Kylie. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life, pretty much all over the internet, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good jazz. On Monday nights, I play with a wonderful group of girls with a homebrew D&D campaign. It's called The City of Promise. We're currently college kids who have decided going to the Feywild before finals was a good idea. So now we have to juggle not only that, but finals. That's a Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Twitch at Dragons and Dreamers. On Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am also here playing a D&D campaign with a whole bunch of new friends that I love dearly. And that is at Asgard D&D Adventures, who was in chat earlier today. I don't know if he still is, but our wonderful Bran is our DM, and he's absolutely phenomenal. So come check us out.
I want to take a minute to say thank you to Effie Burton. Thank you so much for the 1 year anniversary gift of that amazing level 5 hype train with all the subs. Thank you so much. That's really amazing. Thank you.
You're only one once.
Amazing.
That's so sweet.
Wow.
I need a support coat.
Support coat.
Where's my support
Where's
coat?
my support coat? Oh,
Palavia.
Come on, Jethro, I need a hug. No, thank you so much for the love and support. You've been, all of you, just been absolute legends from the start, and I hope we keep just growing and giving you more and getting more legends, and it's beautiful, and I'm gonna cry. So moving on, before I do, Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Sam Sterling, and I do not have an emotional support goat, but it's something I'm looking into. If you want to follow me on that journey, you can follow me on the internet at Hey Sam Sterling in all the internet places. This was a really fantastic episode. Happy 1 year to everyone. Also, it just feels so good, like to play. It's like Ichi's my friend, and I'm really happy for her that she's like in her element right now. If you know what that feels like for your characters. So, thank you, PJ, and everyone else here for letting me be a part of this. Love you guys.
Before I get teary-eyed, Ian, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, my name is Ian. When I'm not playing Woodwort, I am the Bearded Scald everywhere on the internet, including our Discord, which you should totally join if you already haven't. I'm going to be revamping my Instagram if you want to follow me for anything, mainly Norse art and stuff that goes on with my business, Witch and Heathen. But a big shout out to a good friend of mine, Mahooch, also known as Brian Mahoney, who does this lovely piece of art behind me, and they go by the Type and Pint. They just came out with a bunch of stickers. So all of their typewriter art on stickers, always wireless, analog for life, no Wi-Fi, and my personal favorite, which is now on my water bottle, Luddite. So go check out their shop. I will be dropping all their information tomorrow in our Discord, and more to come on our next Witch and Heathen release. So I will drop that in our Discord as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and thank you for not only to everyone here in the group, but everyone who's been watching for an amazing 1 year.
Absolutely. And a huge shout out and thank you to Reap Psyche, who also just did a huge gift of subs. Thank you so much for that. I want to say we're like at 700 and change hype. Thank you guys so much for that. I guess I better go into my spiel. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet, pj.megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. When I'm not here with these amazing people, you can find me Mr. Michael Powell on Tuesdays talking about TTRPG stuff. In July, I'm going to be doing another Jasper's Game Day charity game. It's going to be, I think, July 12th at like 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you have the strength to get up and get your coffee, come join me. We do the normal raffle off. I believe Reap Psyche already did the raffle thing. He may have actually won. So if you want to, he did. My brother, join me. If you want to watch this guy play his so far only one game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, come watch me play for the first time ever. I've GM'd. I've never played Pathfinder 2nd E. And if that's not incentive enough, come watch our GM, No Nat Ones, take me on this journey as I try to figure out what the hell I'm doing. So that's going to be in July, and thank you so much for this 1 year. I have a huge announcement for you guys. We're really excited about this. I don't know if my players know about this, but a little while ago, we officially made our own merchandise shop. Right now, we're starting with our first wave, but if you want an Edge of Legend t-shirt or Edge of Legend hoodie, the link is in the chat. And if you want the link in the chat and you can't get it now, let us know. Please, we'll be more than happy to give it to you. You can get a t-shirt, a hoodie, a tank top, all kinds of good stuff. I bought one. I have no idea where the heck it went. I've been searching for 2 months. I can't find the damn thing, but it's a nice black cotton tee. You can get in different colors. And of course, the Edge of Legend logo right in the chat, showing the world that you are a legend just like us. And we're going to be raiding in a little bit. We had the merchandise shop really excited about. We're doing all these amazing charity games. And
there's stickers.
And stickers.
There's stickers. I'm going through all this
I'm
right now.
like looking at, because I didn't know about this.
Right, yeah, I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the pullover hoodie. I hate zip ups.
I'm a lazy bitch. I need my zip up. But last but not least, before we go raid, I just wanted to say to 5 people
and Joe
to 5 people, Joe, to all my amazing producers and to all the amazing legends in the chat, I just want to say thank you for saying yes a year ago. I came out with a hand outstretched asking you if you wanted to take an adventure with me, see if you wanted to be a hero, to see if you would let me take you to the end of your possibilities. And while we're not even yet at the tip of this spear, we're working our way there. A year ago, you said yes. And we couldn't even begin our journey if you didn't say that. Like Frodo in the Shire with his best friend Sam, like an old wise wizard with a pipe in his mouth, I came to you and you gave me a chance. And to all my heroes, my legends, my chat, my friends, my players, I want to say thank you for saying yes. And without further ado, here's looking for another year, another adventure, and uncountable legends. Let's find this person to raid, and we will cry when we are off camera.
P. Burton said Slamwise. Frodo and Slamwise.
Frodo and Slamwise. Oh my God! Hold on, there's a new NPC that joins.
Yeah, and I call it. I want to play Slamwise.
Slamwise.
Samantha's brother.
Samantha's
brother, Slamwise Gamgee.
Head canon accepted. Slamwise Gamgee and his butter. And his best friend, Toehold Baggins.
Oh
Beautiful, beautiful. Right, followed up by Gandalf.
Gandalf. You shall not pass on leg day.
Frodo Baggins.
Toehold Baggins. Oh my God. Do we have someone to raid?
It's on.
Yeah.
Frodo. I just saw
please
Frodo.
clip
All
that.
dances.
I'm not paying attention to any of this at this point. I don't know. Rating is what?
We're still live? What?
And Dominant hurts.
We were gonna raid someone, and then oh, here we go. Someone named Paul dances. That's gonna just kill the mood. So all right, everyone, we're gonna go raid Paul dances. Oh my God! Thank you all for this journey. This has been amazing, and I mean, I'm not ready to stop. Are you guys ready to stop?
No, not at all.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
this episode, I laughed the hardest this entire time we've been playing. So we've got to, outdo it.
Right.
So we got to keep going.
And we're just getting started. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, leg hold lass.
Leg hold leg. Oh. Leg hold less. Oh my God. If someone can give me one for Aragorn, please let me know.
Need one for
Okay,
Gimli.
in the Discord. Continue this in the Discord, guys.
Yes.
You gotta keep
Yes,
This is our
please
Discord.
do. Please do.
We'll put the Discord. We'll put the link for the merch shop in the Discord, and also let's continue this discussion on Lord of the Wrestling
Lord of the
Rings.
Slam.
Lord
Yes,
of the
because
Wrestling Ring.
they're taking the hobbits to Islamgard.
It just keeps
Yes.
going.
Yes.
It's the end of show. I can't give any hero points. You're
I
all too
know.
brilliant. Okay. It's official.
Oh,
We're gonna be
that's so
rating
good.
now. We're gonna be rating.
I feel like now I have to watch this movie.
Yeah. Yes. We have an intervention.
3,
Intervention!
3, 2, 1. Let's raid.